Clear like a digital, phonies can't copy originals. We the first on the earth in the physical. You still in our image is criminal. All your hatred is known and is visible. We breaking the mold of traditional. You Negroes are mythical, more like a biblical miracle. Bringing the fire, the smiths of the trade. Trapped in the image, they try to evade. We spring from the bottom, the roots of the brave. Fruits of the tree, we ain't throwing no shade. Our brothers are dying, ain't no use in lying. The damage is seen on the news coverage. The reason we sleeping, ignoring the horror, cause we don't see God when we see each other. Righteous are gathering, learning the truth, and they pissed off and won't let it go. No time for the flattering, empty words. We just plant the seed and we let it grow. Man, I light them up like it's petrol. You ain't got insurance or a gecko. I don't think they hear me, there's an echo. They ain't Israel, must be Greco. Eat them whole race on the decline. We were built different like we divine. Once you get this knowledge, ain't no rewind. God's artwork, peep the design, check the masterpiece. The prophecy done got everybody back in the building. Witness the army of God, 10 toes down, trumpets up to the ceiling, killing.
Boom, bust through the door. They tried to lock it, but I got the keys. Can't keep it cool, so I'm bringing the heat. I like the sun, get your vitamin D. I keep a sword bullet straight out the sheath. Built like a soldier, I'm serving the king. Cause leave you woke, now you can't even sleep. Maybe that killed your American dream, huh? Never leave room for an error. I roll with the terror of terrors, I'm down for whatever. Cuts in the street, leave them severed. We changing the world for the better, like wonderful weather. Babylon burning forever, and when it ignite, leave your bones looking blacker than leather. Enemies lighter than feathers. My king is so clever, could turn off your light like a lever. Docking them come. Judas the head, but I come from the north. Haven the ships like I live at the port. Stay in the water, not coming ashore. Keep my integrity built like a fort. Stiff I'm a demon, but this ain't a sport. God in this chariot's coming for war. Wait on the date like I'm going to court. Gotta stay true to my people. I keep it 100, cause our numbers never subtract. If you gon' follow your demons and walk with these heathens, you never was part of the math. Simple equation, the wicked be hating, but no still be taken like they was in class. You know the truth, that's for sure, but you choosing the flow, cause a penny wise offered you cash.
Open your spiritual eyes, look what's inside. You see that Israelite of gods, the kingdom of heaven is ours. Gates on each side, you can't even fathom the size. We on the rise, no leaven, elect of my tribe. These other nations getting fried, fire gon' be their demise. And whoever's left, we ruling with an iron rod. We made in God's image, our visage was blacker than coal, but really we glisten in gold. Get voted if you even think to come against the foe. Our hands in the neck of our foes, standing stiffly from our heads down to our toes. Preaching the word and stay bold. Precepts is cold, refreshing the soul like water and flow. So that mean we float. In scripts is my weapon, okay, I'm reloaded. Shout out to Chosen, we on the motion, building a nation, that be the notion. Causing commotions wherever we going. That's only a piece. We here to live peaceful, but not here for peace. Throwing down kingdoms and slaying the beast. Christ be the captain, he bringing his fleet straight out the sea. The vision is holy. If it's the Lord and we stick to it solely, I light it, shine bright, ain't no need for a rollie. The kingdom's the goal, I defend like a goalie. If you in my way, then I'm leaving you lonely. If you a heathen, then you ain't below me. If you my brother, you already know me. Gather together, we sticking real closely, you dig?
That's what you call heat right there. Godhead. And these three are one. Run it, you, we in the booth right now. It's 10:34. I'm gone.
I'm a certified guy, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only. I'm a certified guy, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only. Put your hands down, they too short to box. I'm a real Jew, something that you not. Why they hating on us? Always trying to plot. Wipe his face clean, like a Swiffer mop. We on every block, line up on line, but this ain't Adidas. Heritage hot like a fever, choking on milk, that boy's a fetus. Lying in front of the people, he got a block, send him to the cleaners. Thinking he's smart like a genius, chasing his dreams, we gon' leave him dreamless. Script, cold, ice, out. Truth, hits, lights, out. All them haters faking, straight, clowns. Real gods coming out. I'm a certified god, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only.
IUIC, kicking flavor in your ear. Crowd stopping still, wheel rushing, Vladimir. Shining like a diamond, crystal glass, chandelier. Certified, we the gods, and our time is near. Wait till you see us in our angelic gear. Be afraid, better run, marathon. Grab your daughters and your sons, we the one, do it for fun. Ride a iron across the dome, seek salvation, there is none. It's about to go down. Time's up for these clowns. Boots banging, shake the ground. See them Jacob, stunting on haters, live forever, just like he made us.
I'm a certified god, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash
I ain't
only.
a killer, but don't push me. Put a script and drop a bomb, they yell and push it. They see that purple and that gold and now they looking. Mesmerized but Hellenized, they got Caesar in the mind and they living lives. Round and round and go, it's a vicious cycle. From wishing to get the Bible to never reading the scripture, that's genocidal. Used to be the heathen, now we kill our own brethren. So it's 2 scripts to the head to make you feel it, no excision. When them prophets out, cameras roll. Now it's action of your soul. Get it poppin', break the mold. Everybody going God mode.
I'm a certified god, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only. I'm a certified god, check the tag on me. Keep a sword and a dagger in the bag, homie. Sipping water from the tap, watch it splash on me. I've been working for a change like it's cash only.
Set on high, but we came down low. Renew our mind, we forgot, now we know. Gave God no regard, now we gotta go hard. Seek the Lord like 10 times more. Set on high, but we came down low. Renew our mind, we forgot, now we know. Gave God no regard, now we gotta go hard. Seek the Lord like 10 times more.
See, we were supposed to be on top of the world and be the rulers, but we let the cancer enter the body and cause a tumor. Living in the worst of conditions, just like a sewer. Even looked at as the worst of the worst, more like manure. Just as it was all in my mind to go astray. Gotta seek the Lord in that same way, times 10. Now I'm putting in the work with a pen. Say when, I'm a servant till my hair turns gray. Amen. I was running out of breath, now I go 10 times farther. Since I learned the word of God, I feel 10 times smarter. For the streets paved with gold, I go 10 times harder. You can keep that cash money, no, this ain't Dwayne Carter. You can't be a weekend Jew. That's a timeshare, not doing the work and laying back like a lawn chair. Storing up your treasures in heaven, I know mine's there. Shining like the gold of Ophir, you know I'm rare. Feeded on my sins, now I'm back from the dead. I took the path 11, now I'm back for the bread. You been sleeping on the saviors, now you back in the bed. Made a gamble with your future, you cannot bet on red. Paying for the debt of my fathers, plus mine too. Since I've been converted, got me feeling like I'm brand new. Did a lot of evil, now I'm a changed Jew. Going harder than my last 2 lives, 10 times 2.
Set on high, but we came down low. Renew our mind, we forgot, now we know. Gave God no regard, now we gotta go hard. Seek the Lord like 10 times more. Set on high, but we came down low. Renew our mind, we forgot, now we know. Gave God no regard, now we gotta go hard. Seek the Lord like 10 times more. We used to get down with the demons. Now it's God who we pledge our allegiance. No more getting lit in the club on the weekends. Now we bring the light to the streets when we teaching. Live like a dog, had to be put down. No vet, flesh strong, had to work my spirit out. No flex, working for the kingdom, ain't no off days, no rest. I'm a son of God now when I say it with my chest. Children of the promise, so you can never stop us. And we ain't by no violence, but we don't move in silence. Crying loud in the projects to give our people back our knowledge. Old ways like vomit make me nauseous. Not of this world, but you know I'm not a Martian. Talking to a God, so you better move with caution. The old man that rests had to lay him in the coffin. The gods is here and it's God we fear. Yeah, we on that God level, that's a godly tier. And you can only reach it with a godly ear. We in the last days, just know God is near. The gods is here and it's God we fear. Yeah, we on that God level, that's a godly tier. And you can only reach it with a godly ear. Yeah, we in the last days, just know God is near. Set on high, but we came down low. Renew our mind, we forgot, now we know. Gave God no regard, now we gotta go hard. Seek the Lord like 10 times more. Set on high, but we came down low. Renew our mind, we forgot, now we know. Gave God no regard, now we gotta go hard. Seek the Lord like 10 times more.
So I go hard, wasn't raised with a soft spot. Young guy, bring the fire like a matchbox. I was made from the dust near the bedrock. Black face built like the sun, I'm the mascot. Sharp blade with a grip like a stick shift. Gear switch, never break, this a long trip. Eyes straight, clear view like a LASIK. Patient, never drowning off the basics. Born a prophet, I belong on top. Got the fire on my tongue, don't need a hot wing spot. Hit the highways and the byways where they all bust shots. Waiting on the final hour like the time on clocks. Got a lot of people dreaming they was taking us down. Trying to use the media to put a 6 in the ground. Never worry about a traitor, they don't roll with us now. Ain't no different from a dog, they belong in the pound. One life, gotta leave from the old man. Stay strong, never change like the programs. Leave roots in the dirt, you don't need sand. Lay bricks, read through the scripts like instructions. Was there like the fate of a narco. Vain life, never care where the car go. This time got a chance to repent, so I go hella harder, 10 times more.
Set on high, but we came down low. Renew our mind, we forgot, now we know. Gave God no regard, now we gotta go hard. Seek the Lord like 10 times more. Set on high, but we came down low. Renew our mind, we forgot, now we know. Gave God no regard, now we gotta go hard. Seek the Lord like 10 times more.
You know, hindsight is 20/20, and I can remember when I was lost in the world with no vision, not knowing what my purpose was on the earth. I was lost.
Tune in, it's the Power Hour. I said learn your family history, don't be a coward.
Yeah, history, yeah, it's the Power Hour. The 11th hour. Tune in to your history. You know it ain't no mystery. Power Hour. The 11th hour. You gonna get your history. 11th hour. Power Hour.
Hey, shalom, shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ bless. Shalom, shalom, Most High in Christ bless.
Most High in Christ bless.
Hey, this is Officer Issachar from IUIC Raleigh to my right.
Officer Menahem.
And to my left.
Soldier Noah.
All right, all praises.
That was dramatic.
Yeah. Damn. Hey, all praises to the Lord. Hey, we out here in the East Coast, all right? When the East Coast is late over here, but I know it's 7 p.m. over there on the West Coast, so all praises. Hey, we're going to try to have a good class for y'all today. We're going to go over, let's get the thumbnail, IT. We're going to go over Columbus and the Canary mission, all right? Columbus and the Canary mission, all right? A lot of people don't know why they connect.
That thumbnail fire too, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out to the man that made it to my left.
All praise to the Father. That's right.
What inspired you, man? What inspired you?
Hey, you said put something together. We said put that Columbus and the Canary mission together. I had to take some time, do a little bit of.
Hey, let's show your work. Let's show your work. Hey, go back to the picture, man. Hey, let's see the inspiration, man. Before we get into class, man, it ain't gonna be like one of them just go over scriptures and pictures. We definitely gonna talk. So yeah, what inspired you, man? Because that thing fired, man. So shout out to all the thumbnail makers in Israel, man. Shout out to all of the thumbnail makers in Israel. So what you do on this thing, right?
So we got to the left. We got Columbus coming and conquering the natives. And then on the other hand, on the right hand, we got the Canary mission, right? The Jewish setting out to destroy God's people, right? Taking them out one by one as they identify who they are.
Damn, that's heavy. That's fire. So hey, let's go ahead and start with the first picture. All right, so shout out to Deacon Yahshua, all the mighty men in Phoenix who always do the Power Hour. I love the classes. They always be going in. Different shirts, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we might have to switch it next time. We're going with red next time. But all praises to the Lord. So let's get that first picture. All right, so the class was called Columbus and the Canary Mission, but I had this book, and I think I got this book when I first came into truth. And you know, when you first come in, you just read the first page, leave it alone, don't really go into it. But I've been reading it, and it's a lot of good stuff in there. So today's class was inspired by me reading this book. Not all the way, just skimming through it, finding the good spots. You know what I'm saying? But next page, IT, please. All right, I'm my reader, please. Can you read that real quick? Yeah, there we go.
Let's blow it up a little bit more. Third world countries insisted that there was no need to honor a ranked colonist. And the nations in the Caribbean basin resented the notion that they had been discovered at all.
So you know, that's what we say when we out teaching. You know, they didn't discover nothing. We were already over here. How the hell did they discover something when we were already on this side of the world, right? Go ahead.
As the joke has it, the people in the Caribbean knew where they were.
So they knew where they were. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it says, as the joke has it.
As the joke has it, yeah, definitely. Because at the end of the day, it's like this lie has been pushed for so long that people start believing it, that he discovered it. He discovered it because every time we go to school, since youth up, we're learning that Columbus discovered America. There's a holiday for him,
right?
Columbus Day, you know, that he discovered America. He didn't discover nothing. But watch what it says next.
It was Columbus who was lost.
So Columbus, the point is that he came to a land that was not his. We already had the land, right? Go down. We want this next part. Watch. This book is gonna start going in, right there, the black.
This is the version of the story preferred by the Spanish population.
So watch this. It is preferred by the Spanish population. So when we go to Peru, when we go to Ecuador, when we go to these places that speak Spanish, it's preferred this version right here. Read.
Of Latin America.
Go ahead.
A version that suggests a peaceful process.
Peaceful process. Hey, I heard a Mexican dude tell me that we were at Mincasita. We were at the restaurant. I've also been here. I know you've been there. They got the good margaritas. They got the good tacos. I know Deacon Yashua says Issachar only cooks tacos. Everything is a burrito.
What is it?
I'm just saying. I got to shout them out.
The Popeyes Locos?
The Popeyes Locos. That's
my
crazy
joint
fries.
right
all praise.
That's my joint.
So we use an American plate and we just put cheese on it.
Right.
You see, I'm not gonna go there. But the point is that if you go to Latin America, a lot of our people say that, guess what? That it was a benefit to us for them to conquer us because we were barbarians, because we were savages, right? So when I was at Mincasita, this dude told me, he said, hey, he was like, he's washing dishes now, slaving, working hard. And I knew he was struggling. And I was talking to him about the truth. And he was like, no, we're not the Israelites. He was like, white Jesus is the one that saved me. He was like, when they came over here, that's what got us to this next level. And I'm looking at him, why he's washing dishes.
What the hell?
Like, this is the next level? You used to own everything on this side of the world. California, Mexico, you had Texas, you had New Mexico. And then all of a sudden, this brother washing dishes, and he said that the white man got him to that level right there. So, hey, we're going to find out. We're going to find out.
Hey, can we go back to that last page you had up, officer? Watch this part. No, right there, right there. This one right here. Scroll back in. Read that black part in the bottom.
Bottom.
Go ahead, read that, soldier.
This is the version of the story preferred by the Spanish population of Latin America.
So it said, this is the version of the story. We're going to get some Bible. Let's get not Isaiah, Psalms 58. Watch this. By the Spanish population, letting us know right out the gate that's talking about the conquistadors, that's talking about the oppressors. Watch this. Psalms 58 and verse 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3.
Come on.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Read.
They go astray as soon as they be born.
So as the Bible is saying the wicked, what we're going to do too, officer, we're going to act like we don't know who the wicked is. And we're just going to try to line the scriptures up with whoever preferred a certain version of the truth. Read it again from the top.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Come on.
They go astray as soon as they be born.
What do? Read.
speaking lies.
They love to speak lies.
That's
They're
right.
going to make sure that they tell you their version of the story. That's why we have Columbus Day about America. Then you look at history.
You heard what you just said? You said version. They got the ESV version.
Right.
NIV version.
That's what
they
they
got all
do.
different types of versions.
Come on, man.
And they don't tell the right story. So all praises, man. Hey, you in the spirit, man. I like that precept right there. Hey, like I know Simeon ain't here, but when we do the Northern Kingdom, Reign on the North there, he's like, I love precepts. So hey, you brought out that precept.
Hey,
man.
shout out to Officer Simeon.
Yeah,
Shout out to
man.
Officer.
That's right.
Hey, all praises. So we're gonna get it in, all right? So next page. It's gonna get better, man. This book starts going in. Next page. Yeah, go to the top. Watch what it says.
They are seen by many of American natives whose ancestors arrived here so long before the Europeans.
Hold on. So even though I don't think we finished that bottom of the last page. Go back one more, the page we had before. I just want to make sure we read the bottom part, right? After the black. Yeah, right there. Or should we
mourn the events that began with Columbus as an invasion?
An invasion of smallpox, an invasion of Edomites, an invasion of the red man coming to our land to conquer us. That's why they're still called conquistadors.
Right.
Conquistadores. What do you mean? Conquerors. All right, watch this. Now go to the next picture. All right, it says they are what?
As they are seen by many American natives whose ancestors arrived here so long before the Europeans.
So there was people over here before the Europeans. So the question is that biblical? Is that in the Bible? I know we got a little cheat sheet. I wrote down the verse. Damn.
You're all right.
But it's all right. We're going to read it.
Let's
read
get
it.
it. That's
Second
right.
Esdras 13, 40 through 45. All right? And what we want to do is we want to continue to show more proof that it's not only found in one book. It's found in multiple books. Of course, the Bible documents it. Right. But what we got to do as a people is we got to study. We got to understand our history. Because guess what? If not, some other nation is going to teach you a lie. Right. And you're going to fall for it. And that's what you're going to be saying when we talk to you in the street. Yeah, the Pilgrims. Did you know that they ate turkey and they had a nice little feast? No, they didn't. They killed the Native Americans.
Right.
That whole holiday is based on the killing of the Native American. Right. But you over there celebrating it every damn November. All right? So watch this. Read that.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 40. These are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Esau, the king.
So when we read the Bible in 2 Kings 17, you'll read about Hosea, the king, and how Salmanassar got there and took away the Israelites into captivity. The Assyrian Empire conquered the northern kingdom of Israel. Today, the Jewish man only claims to be one tribe. What happened to the other tribes? Where they at?
Yehudi, that's all I say.
Yeah, man, they some damn liars, all right, with them little curls and the zitsies. The Bible talks about fringes. All right, no box on your forehead, no black box. And I was at the airport about to meet with Deacon to go to another country, and damn Jewish dudes were all around the airport, and they and he had it looked like a black rubber band taking the circulation off his arm. I was just like, I don't know. I hope he's trying to commit suicide. I don't know what he's trying to do over there. But at the end of the day, I was upset. I was upset because I know that he's trying to say that he's us. He's trying to tell people, it's just like with the cross. You're trying to say you believe in Christ, but the cross teaches lies.
Right.
That little box on his head, the little thing on top of his head, I don't even know what it is. It's like half a hat. What is it? It's like a sock. You cut the sock, and then you put it on top of your head.
What's it called? A yarmulke.
A yarmulke.
Yeah.
All right. El canzón that he puts on top of his head. That means the draws. All right. That he puts on top of his head. All of a sudden, everybody identifies him as the Jews. He's God's people. But he's not God's people.
Right.
All right, so watch this. Keep reading.
These are the 10 tribes who were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
So we're trying to figure out who the 10 tribes are. All right, let's say you claim one. What about the other tribes? All right, even though we know you're not Judah, because Judah black onto the ground. All right, go ahead.
In the time of Hosea, the king, who Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
So he led us away captive. Read.
And he carried them over the waters. And so they came into another land.
So we came into Assyria. We were conquered by them. Read.
But they took this counsel among themselves.
Now this verse is talking about hundreds of years later. This is during the King Cyrus time. All right, go ahead.
that they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
So we decided to leave the multitude of the heathen. Read.
And go forth unto a further country.
So we went to a further country. Read.
Where never mankind dwelt.
Where never mankind dwelt. Right? And watch what it says.
That they might there keep their statues.
So we kept our statues. That's why you see the Native Americans in booths. And teepees, that's what they call them today. But they were in booths. That's why you read about in the lost tribes of the promised lands, you read about the Aztecs eating unleavened bread, all right, on certain times of the year. That's Passover. You read about the things that we did over here, all right? We honored marriage, all right? Our women had dresses. They did not wear pants. Go ahead.
Which they never kept in their own land.
Uh-huh. So we didn't want to keep our commandments on that side of the world. So we said, hey, if we come on this side of the world, then maybe we're going to start keeping the laws, right? Watch this.
And they entered the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
Uh-huh.
For the Most High then shown signs for them. And they held still the flood till they were passed over.
So God allowed them to get around Africa, so-called Africa, because Africa was named by a white man named Scipio Africanus. All right, it was the land of Ham, all right? So as soon as we went underneath Africa, we started dropping people off. It took us a year and a half, right? Read.
For through that country, there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Namely of a year and a half. And watch what the Bible says. Read.
And the same region is called Arzareth.
So Arzareth, IT, I want you to go to the third from the bottom. Start from all the way to the bottom that I just sent, all right? And let's get the book. No, the third. Yeah, we can start there, and then we go to the one after that. Get that one. That's the encyclopedia. Now, let's see what the Jewish man knows. Let's see what the fake Jews know, all right? See, because this is the encyclopedia, the Jewish encyclopedia. Let's see what they know.
Arzareth, the name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell.
So they're going to dwell, and they're going to live on this side of the world doing what?
Observing the laws of Moses.
So they kept the laws of Moses. That's why when Columbus came over here, I also mentioned him, we're going to find out in these books that he said he saw a peaceable people. Right. He thought he was in the peaceable multitude that he was reading about in 2nd Ezra. Right. So he used to read our books, and he thought that he was around the peaceable multitude.
Wait. You said he used to read our books.
Yeah, he used to read the Bible, man.
Look, it literally says right there. It's right there. And you know what gets me about this? I have to bring this out. The so-called Jewish man, they say it's Torah and Tanakh. Yeah. Right? That's Old Testament, New Testament. But inside of the encyclopedia, you find a word that's in the Apocrypha.
That's right.
You don't see that word inside of the 5 books of the law or in the prophets. That's you right. Read that in the Apocrypha. So now your mind should start going. How is it they have a word that's in the Apocrypha? Mm-hmm. How is it that we're about to read now is linked to Columbus? You know what that means? They know exactly who they are in the Bible as well.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, just wait until the next couple of pictures. Y'all gonna be like, what the hell? Because they in their diaries. Columbus kept a diary, and we're gonna dive into his diary. We're gonna find out what he knew, what he was reading. Another thing, when you travel, the scripture says when you travel, you see many wonderful things, right?
Right.
We went to Santo Domingo, and they got a tomb for Columbus. They got a big building. I'm talking about bigger than Cross Creek Mall here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's huge. And they got scriptures written on the walls, and it says 2nd Ezra on the walls. So if these people who don't think that the Apocrypha is real,
right,
just travel, get a plane ticket, go to Santo Domingo, and look at Columbus's tomb. He was using the Apocrypha.
That's right.
He was using the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha is canon.
Right.
All right. Now watch this. Let's keep.
My bad, officer. Can we read that part?
Yeah, we didn't finish
to back up what you're saying.
Until the time of the restoration, according to 2nd Ezra 13:45.
And they always say 4th Ezra. Now watch this. Right. I was reading in a book. I didn't take a picture of that part, but it was saying that they understood that it was part of Ezra and Nehemiah, right, and they call it the romance, the 3rd and 4th book of Ezra. So it's some BS or whatever, of course.
That's their version again, huh?
Their own little belief on what it is. But anyways, this is the book of Ezra, all right? Ezra is Ezra, but the fourth book of Ezra is aka the second book of Ezra in the Apocrypha, all right? So watch this. Columbus what?
Columbus identified America with this land.
Hold
Come
up.
on, man.
What did the Jewish man, what is a white man that claims to be us know?
Columbus identified America with this land.
So he knew that Arzareth was America. So when he read this part of the Bible, when he was in Second Ezra,
Right.
he understood if he goes to the west, he's going to run into the 10 tribes of Israel. He's going to run into the Israelites.
Let me get a script.
Yeah, go ahead. No, bring it out. Bring it out.
It said in that right there, it says, until the time of restoration. Until the time of restoration. Meaning when the 10 tribes will be restored by the Most High God. Stay right there in Second Ezra. This is how you know that the Bible is real and the enemy knows the Bible is real. Watch this. Give me Second Ezra 13 and verse 46.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 46.
Come on.
Then dwelt they there unto the latter time.
Until when?
The latter time.
So it's letting you know that the 10 tribes, who people like to say is lost, they're only lost to us. They're only lost to us because we don't know who we are. It said that they will dwell there until when?
The latter time.
Read.
And now when they shall begin to come.
So we will be here. I say we. Uh-oh. I'm Benjamin, by the way.
Northern Kingdom.
Benjamin.
He grafted in.
The Israelites will be there until the latter time. So wherever this place is, that's called Arzareth, that Columbus used, it said the Israelites will be there till the latter time. That's why we're here in Babylon, in South America, in the Caribbean. You can find the Israelites.
That's right. That's right. And we're going to back it up with a book. So we use this book at camp for all you prophets, all right? It's called The Origins of the American Indians, European Concepts, 1492 to 1729 by Lee E. Huddleston, all right? This is the book right here. We got a page. Go to the one after this, Jewish Encyclopedia. All right? It's the second from the end. Yep. All right there. There we go. Boop. Let's get it. Let's get it. Look at this. Let's see what's in this book.
The authority of 5 kings and the prophet Isaiah supported the Ezra's account.
I think that's 4th Kings, but go ahead. And the prophet Isaiah supported Ezra's account. So he was saying that, guess what? That they those precepts helped each other, right? But watch what briefly right here, where it says in orange. Watch what this says.
Briefly,
luminous
argument was that the 10 tribes of Hebrews exiled to various parts of the Assyrian Empire by Shalmaneser had escaped to Arzareth.
Now read the blue.
Which Luminous identified as India, America.
No, you should have just read the blue. Arzareth, America. All the other BS he trying to say is India. He didn't go to no damn India.
Right. That's their version again.
Hey, we're going to destroy that India thing because guess what? India wasn't named India until the 1600s, 1700s.
Right.
So before that, it was called Hindustan. Alexander the Great did not go to India. It wasn't called India. So he conquered the Persians. That's where you get the word Hindu and all that other stuff, Hindustan. So when you go to all the old maps, you'll see that. But we're going to get into that a little bit later on the show. But I want you to understand something. We're showing you as the proof. We're showing you the proof that Columbus knew where he was going. So why is it so important to understand Columbus so you understand what the Canary mission is doing? The Canary mission is trying to attack Israelites. I don't care if it takes the job of a white woman, a Chinese woman, an Arab woman, because they're saying that, oh, she's anti-Semitic. No, they're going against the men and women that believe in the scriptures, the men and women that keep God's commandments. That's why it's called the Canary Mission, because you got to understand what they did to the Canary Islands to understand why they call it the Canary Mission, all right? And we're going to go into that today.
Hey,
so,
officer,
go ahead. Go
Can
ahead.
I get a scripture? Yeah. Give me Psalm 64 and verse 8. Give me 2 scriptures, because the Lord prophesied that in these last days he was going to set them up real nice, that we was going to be able to look in the Bible and identify certain things about this man that we can be able to be like, I don't think what they saying is exactly true. Read what you got.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
What did that say?
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
So last time I checked, we didn't write that book. It
I
was
didn't
their
write that
own
book.
people
Right,
who
that's
wrote
right.
that book.
That's right.
And they told on them own selves. They
Damn.
tell us the story that Columbus just found this land.
Right.
He was just traveling. He was the only one over here. But we're reading that he identified America through Second Esdras, knowing that there were people already over here.
That's right. That's right. That brother almost lost his voice. I like it. All
His
praise
eyes
to-
almost popped out his head. It's the
Yeah,
spirit.
the voice is almost gone. But watch this. Watch this. IT. Let's go back. Let's go back to the top. I want Yucatan before and after the conquest. The book, the green book. All right. No to the right. I want the book first, and then we'll go to the left. Yep. We got to start a little backwards. All right. So yeah. So what this book I also have. I couldn't find it, so I had to use the white man Google. Damn. I had to use it, but guess what? He gonna tell on himself like Soldier was saying.
right.
So this is a book that they wrote. Watch what it says. Just read the title and the author.
Fer Diego de Landa. You could stand before and after the conquest.
Yeah, he definitely he's not
trying.
Northern Kingdom. It's Yucatan.
Yes, sir.
Come on, it's all right though. It's all right. We're gonna help you out. You're gonna be the best at Northern Kingdom history after this.
Right.
Hey, Yucatan before and after the conquest, right? By who? Translated.
Translated with notes by William Gates.
All right. Now give me the actual page to the left. All right. Now zoom in on page 8. There we go. All right. Now down a little bit. No, down right there. Some old men of Yucatan, right there.
Some old men of Yucatan say that they have heard from their ancestors that this country was peopled by a certain race.
A certain race, like you read in Sirach. Go ahead.
Who came from the east.
They came from the what?
Who came from the east.
So the northern kingdom of Israel, we understood that we came from the east, that we used to live on the other side of the world. Go ahead.
Whom God delivered by opening for them 12 roads through the sea.
Guess what? In Second Esdras, we read that he gave a safe passage. We're going to go back to it because we didn't finish it, but that he used Issachar for navigation. That Ephraim and Manasseh came up with the idea, and they were like, you know what? They led us over here because they're the head tribe. Ephraim is the head tribe. Right. Shout out to all the Ephraimites. So watch this. We're gonna keep reading that, and then we're gonna get the go back to Second Esdras.
If this is true, all the inhabitants of the Indies must be of Jewish descent.
They must be of Jewish descent. So when we read this book, we understand that, like you said, Soldier, they telling the truth in their books, but they lying to our faces. So they always used to say, niggas don't read. I know that Judah don't like when we say that, but they be saying, and that's when like Bishop says, when he says Negro, he's talking about Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and Mexicans too.
Right.
He's not just talking about black men. Right. Because guess what? With Negro or Negro, it just means black.
Right.
Hey,
But go ahead.
but it's a true statement, though.
It is
Negroes don't like to read, but the Israelites going to read.
That's right.
We're going
That's
to pick
right.
up these books, and we're going to find all your little secrets. All your, because you know why they do that, right? They are prideful. That's what it is. They prideful. They don't think you're going to put nothing out in the open. They create the byword. They create the proverb about the people, and they want to make it come to pass. You want to hide something from a Negro, put it in the book. So you're going to put So you're going to put the truth in there. That's a prideful mindset. Like, instead of just destroying the history and get rid of it, your pride allowed you to fail. All praises to the Most High.
And you know what's heavy? What you just said? The Most High, when you read in Maccabees, they burnt our books. They used to do that. They always break off the noses. Septimus Severus, they broke off his nose. You know what I'm saying? He was a black man.
Right.
You got different histories you read about. You be like, damn, why the noses? Why didn't the ear fall off? Why it always gotta be the nose?
Right.
Because those people were black people. The Moros, they were black. But the Olmecs, look, that's the one thing that I don't understand. The Aztecs, the Olmecs, when you go to Mexico, you tell them that they're black and they get offended. But the nose on the Olmec is a black man nose.
Hey.
His features are Negro features.
You mean like the Yucatan book you just pulled up?
Yeah.
Pull that back up. Look at this.
Oh
These
my God.
are so-called Negro features.
No me. No, Jesus Blanco.
Somebody take a look at this.
Look at this.
Somebody pull that photo back up of the Yucatan book. Look at that. Look at that nose and lips.
Damn.
Come on, man.
Ain't no white man nose right there, man.
You can't deny that one right there.
Come on, man.
You can't deny that.
That's
Hey,
us.
IT, I know I didn't put it. I didn't know I didn't put it. But can you give me a picture of an Olmec real quick? Just an Olmec head, just so we can have. I do have it in one of these books, but I didn't want to go all the way through the book. I think it's this book right here, if I'm not mistaken, that has it. Yeah, there, look. Boop.
Look at that.
Come on, man. But
Come on, IT. Y'all pull it up faster.
yeah, y'all can pull it up faster than me. All right. But hey, going back to Second Ezra, why they find that, right? There we go. Look
at that. Come
That
on,
look like
man.
you with a helmet.
Why would you say that?
Oh,
Oh my God.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Officer.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
saying.
Officer,
I'm
let's
just
not get
saying.
Oh
I'm
my
just saying because
gosh.
you said you were Benji, but you could be Northern Kingdom.
Officer, you
a
know
lot
what?
of people get mad.
You know what? No, you're right. You're right. He does look like me, but the head shape is all you.
Northern Kingdom.
Oh my God.
All praises. He do got a big cabeza. All right, watch this. Watch this. Let's go to it. Let's go to Second Ezra, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, and let's start where we were left off. Cabeza.
Verse 45.
Yep, go ahead.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 45. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Well, let's jump up a little bit where it says that he held still the floods, right? Where does it say that?
Verse 44.
Yeah, let's get that.
Verse 44. For the Most High then showed signs for them.
So signs for them. Let's get that history. Let's get that history. Because I remember when Bishop Nathaniel asked me, he said, what tribe are you? I said, Issachar. He said, prove it. I was like, man, give me Genesis 49. I was excited. I was at the table. It was a long, long time ago. It was probably 9 years ago. And he said, that's all you got? I broke it down. I thought I was good. I was like, yeah. He loves sleep. You know what I'm saying? He's a donkey. He was like, that's all you got? I was like, I think so. I think that's all I got. He said, man, he was like, you better study your tribe.
Right.
Watch this. 1 Corinthians 12:32. We gotta be able to show our people who they are according to the scriptures with the Bible. And we got to study our tribes. We got to study our history. We got to study our ancestors, our revolutionaries. We got to know things like that. All right? I remember I got cut. They were like, hey, name like some revolutionary in the Northern Kingdom. I'm like, Martin Luther King.
First Chronicles.
I'm ready. First Chronicles 12 and 32. I'm like, the only people that pop up is black men. I'm just being real because that's all I knew. I went to school here in America. They didn't teach me about no Mexican revolutionaries, even the brown berets. I didn't know that until I came into the truth at 25. We don't learn that in Mexico. We learn how to drink margaritas on Cinco de Mayo.
Damn.
We learn about Day of the Dead. We learn Coco's out. Now all the Mexicans out there dressing up and singing. I went to Mexico at a fair in Leon, Guanajuato, and that's what they're celebrating. That's what they're showing. You know what I'm saying? That movie is about feminism. When you look about how that brother puts on the dress, Frida.
Yeah, that's right.
Her name was Frida with the big unibrow. She's Jewish. Damn. She is Jewish. You can look her up. So guess what? When you look at her art, she shows that she put herself on a one-piece like suit, like a dress suit, like a European suit, because she was a feminist. So now our children are watching shows that are pushing these doctrines to them, these type of mindsets. Right. So we got to understand what we're watching or what we put our children in front of, all right? So when I watch movies with my son, I show him, like, hey, can that brother wear the damn dress to try to get to the land of the living? Nah. Okay. Do people turn into skeletons when they die? Right. And go and talk to Jesus with skeleton bodies? No. My son understands. But I still let him watch cartoons, but I let him learn the Bible through the cartoons. All right? I didn't have that when I was young. But I know that that's what the scriptures talk about in Deuteronomy 6, that we got to talk to them when they go to bed, right, when they're walking by the way. Right. Walking by the way means at Walmart, when they're watching TV, when you walking through the house and you see them doing something, bring out the Bible. Right. Show them, hey, that's not biblical. Like he was in school the other day, and they told him Earth Day, do a project. And I know my wife, she almost messed up and it was about to let him do the project, but she didn't let him do the project. And I let him go to class that day. He sat there. They started doing their presentations. And then I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to talk to the lady afterwards. So I talked to the lady afterwards, and I said, hey, sis, because she's Judah. And she knows she's Judah. She knows she's Israel because she told us shalom once. But watch this. So when we're talking to her, I told her, I was like, hey, you know my son don't celebrate no pagan days. If it's not Leviticus 23, if it's not one of the days of memorial, we're not celebrating it. She was like, well, we're just showing the project is about how to save the earth. I was like, you're not going to save it. Christ is going to destroy this thing with fire.
That's right.
So you can recycle all you want, but Christ is coming back with fire. So at the end of the day, I was like, hey, look, is he still, is he exempt because religious purposes? She said, yes, sir. And she gave him 100. He got 100. We did the thing of Nehemiah. We asked.
Oh,
a lot of our people don't ask.
That's what the problem
They let
is,
their
yep.
kids do a project that has to do with Pie Day. Oh, eat a pie. Pie Day, March 16th, they do it. They're going to make your kids eat pie. That's pagan. You're making your kids celebrate a day that's not in the Bible. Right. So this is what this class is about. We're going to show you all the lies. We're going to show you how deep it goes because Columbus left his mark even to this day. Even to today, people celebrate him and different things about him and his beliefs. All right? Watch this. Let's go back. Where it said he showed a sign for them. And then we're gonna read Chronicles, right? Yep. 1 Chronicles 12 and 32.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 44. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So what did he do? He made sure it was safe passage, and he used a tribe for navigation. Let's get that in the Bible. Because Christopher Columbus or Pizarro, who went to Ecuador, you got Cortez, who went to Mexico, all these Spaniards, right? A lot of us don't understand that they were financed by Jewish people. They were financed by Jewish converts, all right? Edomites that converted to Judaism. All right, watch this. Let's read it.
The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 12 and verse 32. And the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the time.
They had understanding of the times. When you read Genesis 1:14, we use the stars, the sun, the moon for what? For time. So we understood that. We understood how to look at the stars and know what month we in or how far we need to go to get somewhere. We knew that, right? Go ahead.
To know what Israel ought to do.
And that's not it. We also knew what Israel ought to do, how to get to this side of the world, how to get to Arzareth. All right? So go back. All right? IT, we're almost ready for that next one. All right? You go ahead and put it up. The very next one. All right? It's the next book, the next page of the book. So, hey, this book, Columbus is about it. He's going to start revealing his secrets. Matter of fact, I had a precept. Deuteronomy 33. Was it the last verse? Deuteronomy 33, the last verse. We gotta bring out the Bible too, but watch this. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and verse 29.
This is to back you up, soldier. Go ahead.
Happy art thou, O Israel.
We're supposed to be happy. Why? Because the world was made for our sakes. Right. Because he didn't discover nothing. That side of the world, this side of the world was ours. The other side of the world was the Israelites too. And they conquered it then too. All right, go ahead. We were always oppressed together. Go ahead.
Who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord?
And we're going to be saved by the Lord. Luke 1:68 through 71. He's going to come to save us from those that hate us and our enemies. The list is in Psalms 83. All right, watch this.
The shield of thy help. And who is the sword of thy excellency?
Go ahead.
And thine enemies shall be found liars.
Hold up. What did the Bible say about Columbus?
Thy enemies shall be found liars.
They're going to be found liars. We're going to be able to show you that he did not discover anything. All right, watch this. And now we're going to go to the page. IT, let's get it. I know we got a lot of stuff to show. And like I said, officers and soldiers, hey, bring it out, man. Bring out whatever you see, whatever hits your spirit once you see the picture. I want these pictures to give you some thoughts. Go down. All right, right there at the bottom. There we go. Watch this.
Because of the European discovery of the New World, entire peoples were decimated in the Americas.
They were decimated. How are we celebrating Thanksgiving with turkey, the cranberry sauce, the stuffing, the black man, Hispanic, Native Americans, we all jolly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, some Native Americans know the history. They don't celebrate. All praises to the Lord. But we're celebrating what did it say?
Decimated in the Americas.
The decimation of the Indies and of Americas. The northern kingdom of Israel was destroyed by what?
And alien diseases.
A what?
As alien diseases.
A what?
Damn. Alien.
Some aliens came over here. Some aliens. Go ahead.
Diseases.
Go ahead.
Culture shock. And sheer rapacity took their toll.
Go ahead.
Others were subjugated and enslaved.
So if you didn't die, you were subjugated to enslavement. Watch this. We got to get to the next part before we get the precept. I know y'all see the precept. Got a little cheat right there. But go up. Right there. Watch this. I got another. You see, I had to put it twice because it was just that good. Go ahead.
Them Columbus acts amount not to discovery.
So it was not to discovery. He didn't discover nothing. But
to an invasion.
An invasion. That's why I love the Bible, because Christ said he's gonna come invade the earth. What they did to us, he's gonna do to them.
You know I never understood, officer?
Uh-huh.
I never understood how the white man could come over here and destroy a whole race of people, relegate them to reservations, and so-called kick them out of the land, right? And then call them the illegal aliens when this land was never even given to you in the first place.
So he shouldn't call me a wetback no more.
No, it makes no sense.
A beaner. I like that class. Sorry, you made me think about the class, street teaching with Deacon Ithon. He was just saying, a wetback. He was like, beaner. He was like, silly dove, because nobody was listening. He was teaching to Northern Kingdom, and nobody was listening. It made me laugh. I ain't gonna lie. My stomach was hurting because he didn't bring out no precept for 10 minutes. He was just going in on bywords. He was wetback, beaner. And hey, shout out to Deacon. But go ahead. Keep saying what you're saying.
Right, and then they put up this wall trying to keep them out of a land that actually belongs to them.
Right. Who built the wall, though? Because they be hiring Mexicans on this side that got the paperwork.
They build the same. They build the wall that's keeping them out of their own land.
That's horrible. No, it's horrible.
It's crazy.
Hey, look, it don't cost nothing to if you're American to walk into Mexico, but then when you come back, it's hard to come back. You know what I'm saying? But watch this. We're gonna go to the next part of the book. No, go back to that last page we were on, because we ain't done with that part. Yep. Go ahead.
And part of the old world was drawn against its will into the global exchange. Millions of Africans were brought to the discovered lands.
So hold on. So now the Africans were brought to the discovered land. I don't like that term Africans, but we understand that it comes from the white man named Scipio Africanus. But they brought a lot of Moors. Right. Moors, all right? That's where in Spanish we get the word moro or moreno, because it means black. It means black, all right? So let's keep reading. So
to toil as slaves. Columbus, the symbol is recognized everywhere by his admirers, admirers, well as his directors.
Go ahead.
But who was Columbus, the man?
So that's the question. That's what this class is about. Who was Columbus? Was he a white man? What was his race? What was his race? What was his belief? All right. How did he know to get to this side of the world? We're going to find that out today. Go ahead.
Among his contemporaries, it was perhaps his son Fernando who left us the most thorough description of his appearance.
All right, now just go to the underlying part.
Tending to bright red.
He said, no, go a little bit in front of it. His complexion.
His complexion, too, was light.
He was light.
And tending to bright red.
He was red. He was a red man. He was a red man. Hey, so when we read this book, it's like, hold on. Is that in the Bible? Officer, soldiers, is that in the Bible?
Of course it is.
Can we get that history, man? Because a lot of y'all don't understand that Columbus is in the Bible. His ancestors are in the Bible. And him, we're gonna read the prophecy. I'm gonna read the prophecy of Columbus coming to this side of the world in Wisdom of Solomon 14. But before that, we're gonna go into his history. We're gonna figure out why his son described him as red.
Right.
All right. Let's see what his forefather described him as.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 25. And the first came out red, or over like an hairy garment.
I'm sorry.
That started 23. Yeah,
you in the spirit. Yeah, jump up to 23.
Verse 23.
No, 21 and then 23.
Yeah.
21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren.
Read.
And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
So Isaac's wife, Rebekah, she was barren. She wasn't able to have children. Isaac prayed to the Lord, and the Lord allowed her to conceive, right? Read on.
So women ain't God?
Oh, God.
Women ain't God?
No, I don't think so.
They don't have seed in them?
I'm sorry. I know they're not God.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
They're the princesses of the Most High.
Okay. Nah, because I heard we were at
Right.
I think Cinco de Mayo in the booth, and this woman came up and said that women have seed too. She was like Genesis 3:16. Her seed shall fight against his seed, and I was like, what? I was like, hold up, I ain't never heard that breakdown. I ain't never. I've been in the truth 10 years, almost 10 years, and I ain't never heard some scoffer come up and say women have seed and use Genesis 3:16. Come on, man. Hey, doctor. Hey, what he say in the Matrix? Oh, they upgrades.
They upgrade, yeah.
Hey, these demons are upgrading.
It's verse 15 where it says, see, you know why that
15
happens,
it
though,
says-
right?
Yeah, go
you know
ahead.
why? That's because they don't have no understanding.
Right.
The scripture says that the secrets of the Lord is going to come from the prophets.
That's right.
Come on, man. Go back to Genesis 25. Seed.
Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her.
So the children is letting you know that there was twins there. It's going to reveal it. Read on.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Read.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
So the Lord allowed her to get pregnant, and just like a woman, now she complaining. She like, why are the children that the Lord gave me, why are they fighting inside of my womb? Read.
And the Lord said unto her, two
Wait,
nations.
whoa. He didn't say two children. He said what?
Two nations.
You know why it says two nations? Because the Lord dictates who the nations come from.
That's right.
Because
You getting those smart dummies though.
Yes, I was about to get you. You touched
Go
it all
ahead,
of a
no,
sudden.
bring it out.
They love to do that. We're all one people. We all come from Adam. Yes, that's what the Bible says. But the Lord divided and separated the nations.
That's right.
And we're about to read of two nations right here. 23 again.
And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb.
So the Lord answered her and said, it's because there's two nations in your womb. Read.
And two manner of people.
Meaning these two nations, they're going to be two separate people. It's not even getting into their features yet. The manner means they're going to have different mannerisms, different characteristics. Right. Read.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
Come on.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
It said, and the elder shall serve the younger. I'm not going to get ahead of myself yet. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. You can put that picture up there. Go ahead. It said that the elder is going to serve the younger. Now get straight to verse 25.
Verse 25.
Look at Columbus and the Native Americans right there.
Right.
Hey, Columbus and then he went to go conquer his little brother.
Watch this. Remember it said Columbus was what? Light and red.
Light skin and red.
Watch this. Verse 25.
Verse-
Here's the firstborn. Come on.
Verse 25. And the first came out red.
It said the first child came out red. Came out red. Two nations, one different from the other. The mannerisms, so the mannerisms is different, and now we're getting into the actual look. Yeah. The look is different. The first one came out red. Read on.
And Columbus was called what?
Called what? Red.
Oh, no, watch this.
You want to read it out of the thing?
Keep reading.
Come on.
And Columbus was called what?
And the first came out red.
Remember I said that was Columbus in the picture?
That's right.
Which his forefather was Esau, right? But watch this. Now we're going to read it.
All over like an hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
So Columbus was called what?
Esau.
You see, you like the twist? You like the twist? Because when that little baby came out red, they called him Columbus in his history,
right?
His time. But back in Genesis, when his little red self came out, he was called Esau. Esau. That's what I was trying to, trying to connect the dots.
You all right? I got to give a little,
Go ahead.
Just a little bit extra.
Go ahead, man.
Jump right back up to 23 and read the latter part.
Yes, sir. Verse 23.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb.
Read.
And two manner of people.
Come on.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
Read.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other
So
people.
it said that one people is going to be stronger than the other. Read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
It said the elder, the first.
Hey, I you can put the picture down, man.
Edom, Esau is going to serve the younger.
Right.
That's what the Bible is letting us know. So right now, Columbus came and conquered our ancestors. That's what happened. But the Bible was prophesying that those same people, they're going to have to serve us.
That's right. That's right.
And it's being revealed right now in these latter days.
That's right. So, hey, watch this. Hey, you're going to have more to say after this. So give me a preset real quick before we get the next article. Give me Jeremiah 50, verse 33. And then IT, put the Reconquista. All right?
Y'all got a number for that? The what? The come again, officer? The what?
Yeah.
Help me out. The
it's
re
right-
what?
I don't even see it on there, dude. There we go. There we go. The Reconquista, the reconquering, right?
Ah, okay.
All right. We're going to read about it. But first, you get that Jeremiah 50, verse 33.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
That's talking about the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Israel.
That's right.
We're supposed to understand the split. If you're in church and you have a Bible in your hand and you only want to read one verse, that's not how you read the Bible.
Right.
You got to read the Bible precept upon precept. And you got to know the history. Because when you get to John 3:16, verse 14, he talks about history that's written in the Old Testament in Numbers 21.
Right.
So if you don't know Numbers 21, how do you know what he's talking about? What is he quoting? You know what I'm saying? So when we read the Bible, we have to read it precept upon precept. But watch this. Read that.
And all that took them captives held them fast.
So all that took them captives. Assyria. You know what I'm saying? You got Babylon. You got the Persian Medes, the Greeks, the Roman Empire. All right? You got America. You got all the dynasties that had us in captivity, right? Watch this.
They refused to let them go.
And they didn't let us go until God destroyed that kingdom with the other kingdom that he prophesied to Daniel that was going to come to destroy the kingdom. He didn't say we were going to save us from that the other kingdom. He said, no, a stronger kingdom is going to destroy this kingdom.
Right.
And then you have to serve them too.
Right.
All right? Even though technically we know that it started decreasing over
Right, it
time
started
because
getting
Babylon was the head of gold.
Right.
And then it started getting weaker. All the way to the 10 toes, which Deacon and the bishops have already broke down perfectly, all right, which goes into America, all right?
Hey, officer.
Go ahead.
That's
And
crazy.
that's Arzareth, where Columbus landed. But go
That's
ahead.
crazy you pulled the scripture. Because in the very the article before we started breaking down who the red man is according to the Bible, it said after he conquered the 10 tribes, it said he went into Africa and brought slaves from over there.
Yeah.
The scripture just said that the two, sorry, let's read it again. I'm sorry, I'll mess
You
it
don't
up.
want to mess
I
up.
will,
Yeah.
I will. Not deliberately neither. Come on, read it again.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Come on.
The children of Israel and the children of Judah
Read.
were oppressed together.
Were what?
Oppressed together.
So, meaning they will be enslaved together. They will be serving oppression together. Read.
And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
They did what?
Refused to let them go.
Because the northern kingdom was 1400s, and then the southern kingdom was the 1600s. And we here in 2024 still being held fast and refuse to let go.
Bring it out.
And we're gonna destroy that little, you know, it's a little glitch sometimes.
Right.
We understand that that's the date that the white man gives Judah for being destroyed.
Right.
In 1619. But guess what? 1453.
Bring it out.
That's when they started conquering them. Right. You got all throughout history of in the 1400s. You see about the Reconquista, which we're gonna go into. Matter of fact, get the article, and we're gonna go into the fact that the Moors were being brought from Spain and Portugal to this side of the world. They were being captured on the west coast of Africa, St. Thomas, the Canary Islands. They were being captured all through Africa and brought to this side of the world. Watch this. Let's talk about the Reconquista, just in case someone don't know.
The Reconquista or Reconquest of Al-Dandoles
Go ahead.
was the successful series of military campaigns that European Christian kingdoms waged against the Muslim kingdoms.
Go ahead. When it says Muslim, it's talking about Israelites that practice Muslim beliefs. Read.
Following the Muslim conquest of the Iberian Peninsula by the Umayyan Chalpea.
Go ahead.
The beginning of the Conquista is traditionally dated to the victory over the forces of the Umayyad Chalpea.
Okay, so no, but he got what I wanted because we can't read it all. So the Reconquista is when they attacked the Moors. Now, IT, can you zoom in the picture? Because the picture The picture got some Moors in it. All right, just zoom in on that bad boy. Can you zoom in it? All right. Pull up the next article, IT. Then while y'all trying to get that, or the next book. Okay, there we go. Let's get the picture. Let's get the picture. Zoom in. Look at that head. Look at that head. Oh. Who that Moro right there?
So,
who that brother right there?
They're like red people conquering so-called dark people.
Yeah, hey, that was the battles that we were going into. All right, you got Aragon, you got Castile, you got different places where we had wars at. Now watch this. Give me the next page of the book, because we're going to go back to the book. I'm just playing them. I'm throwing them definitions out there so that y'all understand what was happening, right? So we know that the Bible says we were being destroyed together. We have some dates for y'all. 1453. You got 1619. You got 1492, right? But watch this. Let's get back to the Columbus book. The next picture. It says the idea takes shape. There we go.
Where will we start from?
Reconquista of Iberian lands.
Reconquista of Iberian lands from the Moors.
From the who?
From the Moors.
The Moors were the Jews. All right, go ahead.
To underwrite his venture, Columbus harnessed the very spirit of the Reconquista.
So he harnessed it. He said, the same way black people, Israelites, were being destroyed on that side of the world, that's how I want to come to this side of the world. I want to come to destroy Israelites. The same way they were being destroyed over there, I'm coming to this side. That's what he did. Ain't no bomb because IT, they ain't catching that. Come on, IT, man. Come on, IT. He had the same spirit. The Bible says their spirit is not upright in them. Their spirit is cruel. They bashed our children's heads on rocks. They cut our women's stomachs so the babies could come out, so that they can kill the baby and smash the baby's head on with their boots. Right. All right? Now watch what it says. While bringing the whole what? The last part. I just want to get that part.
While bringing the whole world into the fold of the Church of Rome.
The Church of what?
The Church of Rome.
So he had a spirit of Catholicism in him. He had a spirit of Catholicism, but we're going to find out some more about him. Keep going to the next thing. Watch this. We're going to get some history. We're going to get some more stuff on this book and the different articles we got. All right, so now this is a different book. Let's see what the book is called.
The Jews of Spain and Portugal.
Hold up, there was Jews in Spain and Portugal, right? When we read about Ferdinand and Isabella, Ferdinand and Isabella, they were the monarchs that financed Columbus to get to this side of the world. And guess whose money they used? They used the Moors' money. The things they stole from the Moors.
Bring it out.
Watch this. Now let's get into this book. All right, let's get into this book. All right, here we go. And then we're going to have to go back up, IT, because you missed two things that I put out, right? Who were the Moors. We're going to explain who the Moors are a little bit more, but we can do the book, and then we need to go back up to the other two links, all right? So let's read this book real quick.
The history of Spain is marked by upheavals as a result of repeated conquests.
They were conquering, all right? So the Edomites were conquering. That's why it's called the Renaissance, all right? Read.
The first was that made by the Romans after defeating the Carthaginians.
The Carthaginians, read.
In the Second Punic War.
In the Second Punic Wars. That sounds familiar right there. Right, go ahead. Hannibal, right? Go ahead.
Spain became a center of Roman culture, producing Seneca, Martial, and Quintilian.
Go ahead.
During the reign of Constantine.
Constantine, go ahead. Everybody talk about Constantine. All right.
Christianity became the ruling religion.
So when our people took over Rome, Christianity became the ruling religion. And then I just want the date at the bottom. 711 by what?
711 by the Moors.
So 711 is usually the date you'll see in every book you read. 711 is usually the date you see, all right? So now go up. Let's get those links. Let's get those links right before this book. It was the Moors, origin, history. I clicked on that one. And then the Moorheads of Europe. All right?
711.
There we go. Let's get that. Who are the Moors? Let's get to the part where it says, who are the Moors? Right there. Who are the Moors?
Who are the Moors? Big that up a little bit.
Down. Right there.
All praises. Moors is a term generally used by Europeans to describe the Muslim people of North Africa.
Again, because they believe in Allah. Because guess what? The sub-Sahara slave trade, when our people started believing in Muhammad in the 600 BC, that was before 7/11. So guess what? We started believing in Allah, in that toilet, in that damn rock. Watch this.
And the Iberian Peninsula during the Middle Ages.
Between what?
Between 711 CE.
So they're going to tell us those dates, 711 all the way to what?
And 1492.
So the Moors ruled from 711 to 1492. That's the dates they usually give the Moors. Because guess what? They don't want you to understand that, King James was a Moor. Right. They don't want to show you that that we were still in rulership in different areas on that side of the world. Right. We still didn't lose all domain yet. You know what I'm saying? So they always try to give these certain dates. But watch this.
Muslim people of Africa descent.
Of what?
African descent.
African descent, right? So that they always try to name us Africans. They were Jews. They were Israelites. Moors were the Israelites. Read.
Controlled parts of Iberia, which consists of modern-day Spain and Portugal.
All right, just in case you didn't know, black people rule Spain and Portugal. That's why you can go over there and you can see more heads on the buildings. So let's get the next picture. Let's get the next article with the more heads. All right? Let's show the people. Let's show the people, because a lot of Latinos don't know their history. They don't know that Morenos weren't the only ones conquered. Right. You was being conquered too, and you was Moreno too. Right. You was a Negro. They called you Negro. It said Mexican, Negroes, and Puerto Ricans being sold. That's what they were doing. They were hanging us together. Don't act like you never went into slavery. And then you have statues of all your conquistadors in every land. Right. I go to Mexico, I see statues of Cortez. I go to Ecuador, I see statues of Pizarro. Come on, man. They showing you that they the devil the Bible speaks of. Right. All right, go ahead. So let's do the more heads. Let's go. Right here. Let's go. And we're gonna read the first, and then we're just gonna look at some places that you can find more heads at. Right here, read that. More heads.
More heads of Europe. More heads refer to the heraldic images of the heads of Africans represented on coats of arms.
Coats of arms.
Crests and flags.
And flags.
Found throughout Europe. 1300 AD to present.
So when white people, when Edomites started taking over the black race, the Moors, the Israelites, they started, look at the coat of arms. Look at their flags. So let's scroll down in Austria. That's a picture right there. All right, we're just gonna show the pictures. IT. Scroll down. Minute here. Look at this. Look. Keep going down. No, I need faster. Go down. There we go. You see, right? You see how it has to the left. It names the place and then it shows a picture, right? Now let's go to the next place. Go down. Okay, that's another one. Let's go down. Look at that. Another city. Pictures of black people. Look, that's the same face. That looked like Zwarte Piet. Yep. Right. That looked like Zwarte Piet. The same thing they practice in the Netherlands. They practice Santa Claus, Saint Nick, because they know about Nicholas, the Pope, who gave the papal bull to conquer them. So watch this. Go down. And we're going to get that history. France. Let's see who ruled France. Oh, black people ruled France. Go ahead. Go down. Germany. And black people rule Germany.
Hey, officer, this gives validity to when Vladimir Putin came out and he was showing all of those figures of those icons, right? Jesus and the apostles, all of those figurines and things of that nature.
He's bringing out all the pictures that Bishop been showing us for years.
Exactly. This right here, this further validates that.
Go ahead. Keep going down. We want to show more. All right, go ahead. Some of those names, I can't. My English is not really good.
Your what?
My English.
How could
hold on. Italy. Look, Italy.
Right.
Look, that's on a gate. Look at that. That's a gate or something over there. Something made out of metal. The black head on it.
Why would Vladimir Putin just keep items like that down there? That doesn't make no sense.
And what's crazy is his ancestors did it. He just became president recently. Right. So before him, all his ancestors were keeping the secrets. But watch this. Go down. You just want to get to the end. We just want to show examples, all right? So you see it on the flags, coat of arms. There goes another city. Slovenia, Spain, look, Spain, Aragon. You're going to read about Columbus talking to Isabel and Ferdinand and how they just conquered Aragon and Castile. They took it from black people. They ruled. Right. They were the ones ruling. That's why it was called the Dark Ages.
Uh-oh. Hey, I just sent IT that.
Yeah, okay.
I just sent them that.
Keep going down, and then you pull it up.
This.
Pull it up right after that, right after the pictures. Now, this is just to show pictures. Switzerland, look. He black.
Come on, man.
Look like the Karate Kid, but just dark. Come on, man. All right. All right, let's get IT, get him his picture, his link.
Watch this, because you just said, which is also known as the Dark Ages. Watch. Wikipedia says the same exact thing. Watch this, if y'all can pull it up. Yes. Watch what now it's called the Dark Ages for a reason. All those images you just shown lets us know that part of the earth was ran by a dark people at that time. Look what this says. Read that from the Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages is a term for the early Middle Ages.
It's known for what?
The early Middle Ages.
So from the same dates that was just pulled up in what you had, it lets it know right there. It's just another name for it. What they do is they try to do that same lie, confusion. What's the word they said earlier? Their version. They want to make sure, if we use dark, they're going to start to put the puzzle pieces together and start to figure out exactly what's going on.
And remember in school they told us Dark Ages and they said like there was no art, it was right before.
Right.
It was like Stone Ages, Dark Ages, and then finally the Renaissance where everything gets beautiful. And I'm like, damn, okay, so there was no real good art. There was no, nothing beautiful about that time. But they're trying to say black people don't mean nothing.
Right.
They're trying to say, our history don't mean nothing.
Right.
All right, watch this. Go ahead. Keep getting.
No, that's it. I just
wanted
wanted to show that. Yeah, that's it.
It's Dark Ages. All right, now watch this. We're gonna get to this book again. The Jewish the Jewish book of Portugal and Spain. Get the next picture. That one. There we go. Watch this. It's gonna get better. We didn't even get to the nuggets yet.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. Read that.
The discovery of America in 1492 extended the Spanish domains to Mexico.
To what?
Mexico.
So they conquered the Moors, and then they said, you know what? We got to go conquer those beaners, those wetbacks. Even though we were called Issachar. That's our biblical name. Go ahead.
Central America,
right?
South America. While
Well,
expeditions led to conquest of the coast of Africa.
The coast of Africa. What is on the left side of the African continent? The Canary Islands. And we're going to keep reading. It's going to say it.
Asia afforded bases in the Spice Islands from the Philippines. While nearer home, its dominion reached out to Navarre.
Go ahead.
Portugal,
Read.
Netherlands, Naples, Cilicia.
There goes Netherlands. Why they celebrate blackface down there. Go ahead.
Sardinia, and the Canary Islands.
The what?
Canary Islands.
So a lot of people don't understand who was in the Canary Islands. The Israelites fled from what? Spanish persecution. So we fled from the Edomites that were persecuting us for keeping our commandments over there in Spain and Portugal. Even when you go to the arts, the churches, they have the last days judgment, and it shows black imagery of angels and everything in in Morocco and all these, and Ukraine, Russia. It shows all that. So we ain't playing. You go and you look it up. You'll see that everything backs up the Bible. But watch this. So now let's get the next thing. Let's get let's find out who else was from that area. Let's get the next picture. IT, come on. Yep, just go straight down the line. I know it might not be in order, but the Spirit is gonna let it ride. Watch this. All right. So just in case, because sometimes you read about remember we read about the Carthaginians. I can't even say it right.
And the Punic Wars.
Carthaginians.
And the Punic Wars.
And the Punic Wars, right? So watch this. What does he look like, officer and soldier? If that's supposed to be Hannibal, who lost during the Punic Wars.
Right.
All right. And he won some, but then he eventually lost.
He looked like that same Yucatan head. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that thing. Look at that thing. That's the same. That looks like it said the the flags,
The crest.
the crest.
the crest, yeah.
Yep, it said
Of the
of the
Moors.
Moors.
That's right,
It's
yep.
the same thing.
Yep.
He just had coins. Matter of fact, let me just show the Negroes something. Let me show the Negroes something.
Uh-oh.
Give me second Maccabees.
Bring it out.
Let me get second Maccabees. Because they be talking about, they got the little red hat, they got the big book, and they be talking about they don't pay no damn taxes.
That hat is not little, officer.
I'm just saying.
That hat is not little.
It's not little?
Hell no. That hat stand about from
My bad.
forehead to
First Maccabees
shoulders.
15 and verse 61, verse 6 and 7.
Big hat on your head with
Because
no knowledge.
they'll be like, man, I'm sovereign. I don't pay nothing. I don't pay nothing. This is for all you sovereign brothers. Watch this.
Go that again.
First Maccabees 15, verse 6 and 7.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
I gave thee leave also to coin money.
So this was Simon. After you read about what Simon did, he was winning wars.
Right.
His people were being free, delivered. All right. So watch what they were able to do. Read. I give thee leave to what?
I gave thee leave also to coin money for
Put the picture back up. Put the picture back up, please.
for thy country
Uh-huh.
with thine own stamp.
With thy own what?
Thy own stamp.
So Hannibal had his own stamp.
Right.
That brother, when he was ruling, when he was in power, when he was winning the wars, he had money depicting his face.
Right.
You Negroes don't have no damn coins. They wanted Harriet Tubman on the new dollar bill. Come on, man.
That's
And then they make a
destroyed
movie, try to play you, say that Harriet Tubman like white men.
Right.
Wow.
Come on, man. But watch this, verse 7, just in case they don't understand the Bible.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
And as concerning Jerusalem
At Jerusalem,
and the sanctuary, let them be free.
let them be free. That's how you know you free. That's why
Right.
Christ told him. He said, who did they take tribute from?
Exactly.
They
Yep.
take tribute. The white man takes his money back that has his face on it. He make you pay taxes with his money. It has his people on it. All right, just because the penny's brown don't mean it don't have a white man face on it. Who has slaves?
Hey, so you know what's crazy, officer?
Go ahead.
With this scripture, you could prove that we are still in captivity. Because
That's right.
They love to say that. Oh, I don't have any shackles on my.
I make money.
Because exactly.
I got money
That
in my
ain't your
pocket.
money. You're still enslaved.
That's right.
Even if you put Harriet Tubman on their dollar bill, it's their money. Come on, man.
Come on.
Can't make this up.
Let's go back to the thing. All right, I too. Hey, all praises. Hey, we're gonna get in. All right, so I just wanted that for the picture. We know who Hannibal was. All right, he was an Israelite. All right, I think if I'm not mistaken, anybody correct me, but he was from the tribe of Asher. All right, all praises to the Lord. All right, let's go to the next thing. All right, this is just a picture. This is another picture. I just want to get. We saw the picture, but this is from a different book. But I want to read what's on the top right. On the top right, look what it says. Christianity and Islam. So white man versus the black man. Right. The white Jesus versus the black Allah at the time.
Look at those dates, they right back up.
Yep.
There
Let's see it. Let's see what it says.
Christianity and Islam, Spaniard and more.
So a Christianity is equivalent to the Spaniard. Christianity, the Spaniard gave you Christianity. Right. Believing in white Jesus came from the Spaniard. Believing in the Virgin Mary came from the Spaniard.
The Roman Catholic
The
Church.
Roman Catholic Church. Yeah, we got to keep it in context with all the books we just brought out, right? Go ahead.
Have been locked in struggle since 711 AD.
So they've been fighting, right? Go ahead.
When the Moorish chieftain Tariq struck northward across the strait that bears his name.
Go ahead.
Gilpatar. The long conflict ended in 1492.
So this is the date they give us, 711 to 1492. Read.
When Ferdinand.
So now it starts naming people that we got to know who it's talking about. You don't read about Clifford and don't know he a big red dog. You don't read about Harry Potter and don't know that he had the scar on his damn head. So when you read the Bible and it says Esau, you got to know who he is. When you read the Bible and it says Moabite, you got to know who he is. He's the Chinese man. When it says Ishmael, you got to know he's the Arab. So when you read this book, it talks about Ferdinand and Isabella. So we got to figure out what significance do they got. Drove the Moors, right? What it says next.
And Isabella drove the Moors from their last Iberian stronghold.
They just keep saying Iberian. But either way, they're Israelite stronghold. Granada. We used to rule Granada. Now let's get the next one. Let's keep it going. telling you, it's gonna start getting real good for y'all. Y'all gonna like this. All right, let's see who Ferdinand and Isabella were. Go ahead.
Ferdinand and Isabella were not only building a unified state, they were also attempting to submit it together through the imposition of a unified religion.
Yep. So what happened was they got married. All right, go ahead.
Official Catholicism was a useful tool.
So Catholicism was a useful tool because they were, guess what? They were baptizing all the black Moors. They were, if you didn't believe in what they told you, they took your property. They eventually ended up doing that anyways because there was like 3 stages of how they took your stuff. This leads to the Canary mission because I don't want y'all to forget what the title of the class was, Columbus and the Canary mission. They see if you want to get baptized into their religions. If you don't want to do that, then they start banning you from social media. They start telling you that you're a hate group, and then eventually they're going to take your stuff. Eventually, they're going to take your children, and eventually, they're going to take your life. So that's what this class is about, and we're going to find out how they did it. Watch this.
Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. I had to switch mics out, T.
Uh-huh.
Real quick. In that article, it said unified religion, and then the very next sentence says something about Catholicism.
That's right.
Meaning the same Roman Catholic Empire, right?
That's right.
But we're reading about Edom, Esau, the so-called white man. Let's find out when this started. Let's get First Maccabees. Because this is all history, just
repeating.
What's the word? How you say it?
Huh?
The
Reconquista.
There we go.
The Reconquista.
So what
the
it
reconquering.
was, this happened in 336 BC or CE, depending on how you want to say it, right? It happened then during the Greek Greco-Roman Empire. The same events keep happening because the children of Israel continue to sin. Watch this. First Maccabees, chapter 1, and let's start at verse 40. I want to get straight to the point. 41.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 41.
Come on.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
That what?
All should be one people.
So Antiochus, a Edomite, said that all should be one people. We should have a unified religion. Read on.
And everyone should leave his law.
Not leave Antiochus' laws, leave the laws of God. When you read in that article, that was their mission to make sure that they were able to destroy the Moors. They were able to destroy the Jews. Read on.
And all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Come on.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
They also consented to his religion. Now this was then. What do you have happening with Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom today? You have Catholicism and you have Christianity, and they are agreeing with that thing because they unified that religion to make sure they destroyed us. That was used.
Aren't they trying to do an Abraham thing across the seas?
God.
Where they put all the 3 religions?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Wait, but who's doing that?
That's the thing. That's the thing
we keep missing.
It's Satan.
It's the same people just using different. They just changed the face. It's just changing the face.
But he's still red.
And this is how you know, officer, when we read this verse, that there is no true separation from state and church. Because it says, it says that all should be one people in verse 41. And then when you jump to verse 43, so that's like democracy. Right? Let's all be one people. And it says, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religions. They are the 2 of the same coin. They go hand in hand.
That's right. Hey, so throw up that next article right after that book. So we were reading about Ferdinand and Isabella, right? And they did the Reconquista, right? And it talks about the Moors. Let's see some buildings, right? Let's see some buildings. And I want that article real quick. Yep, go down. Is that it? The Moorish is right after the book that you just had, the page. Let me see. Yeah, go down. I don't know if that's the one. Go down. No, I don't know what that is. I'm going to forward it down. Forward it. Reign the north there. Boom. All right, put it down at the bottom. Give me that one. All right. And then be ready for the next part of the book, because hey, we got an hour. And I still got this nugget I want to bring out, because I want to help Judah out. I really wanted to help Judah out. It took me time. I remember a while back, I talked to I text Deacon Ithon, and I told him something I found, and he told me that it has to be backed up by multiple sources. I can't just bring out something if it's not backed out by multiple sources, right? So I found out that it's backed out by multiple sources. So now I get to bring it out, and I want to show people what it is, right? But go ahead, IT. You got it? There we go.
Moorish architecture.
All right, now go down. All right, so you're just talking about the Moors, black Israelites. Right there, stop. You see where it says Middle East? Right there, bear. No, he had it. B-E-R. North Africa, B-E-R. Right there, down, right there. There we go.
And from North Africa, barber traditions.
Right. So Berber is another word for barbarian. Right. All right, and guess what? There's Israelites that were called barbarians in the scriptures. Berber is not. Guess what? It was funny. My stepmom is gonna hate me, but your last name is Marisela Berber. So guess what? You're a Jew. You're an Israelite. She don't believe me though. She don't believe me. She don't really like everything I bring out. But hey, I hope you repent. I pray for you. So watch this. I just wanted to show that. Now go down to the picture. Go down. Keep going. Right there, under the picture. No, right under the picture. I just want to read that part. The Great Mosque of what?
Great Mosque of Cordoba.
All right, so a lot of people don't know that Cordoba was the capital of the Moors. It was the capital of the Moors. A lot of people talk about Granada, but when we were in our power, when we were thriving, Cordoba was the capital. All right, so now let's get the next one. Just go straight to the next one. You should have everything in order. Come on, IT. You got me. There we go.
That's right.
Let's get it. Let's play it.
You said play it?
Well, you can play it. Yeah, you can play it. If you don't want to play, we can just read it. If y'all think it's gonna stop, I don't want it. I don't want it
we
to.
don't want no smoke.
Yeah, we don't want to smoke. Just go down and read. Where after it says 100 miles, just drive back.
Let's blow that up.
Yeah, there we go. Just read the highlighted part. That's fine.
While Grenada was the last Moorish capital,
it was the last Moorish capital. Read.
The capital through the glory days of Muslim rule.
The glory when we were in our rulership was what? Cordoba. So now that we know what Cordoba is, let's go down, IT. And we're going to skip some for right now. Give me the one with the guy with the pink, I think he got like a pink shirt. You want me to send it down to the bottom, or you good? Send it down. All right, so these are two ones we're going to play back to back, all right?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. So, hey, we learned a lot of history. We're learning about the Moors and how they tie into Columbus. We're learning because guess what? Columbus was financed by the money they stole from the Moors.
Hey, why they look for that? Can we get a scripture real quick?
Yeah.
Psalms 6 and verse 35. Mm-hmm. Because when we read in 1 Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41 that we all should be one people and we consented to his religion, through a process of time, something happened to us. When we came over here and the natives were enslaved, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, something happened to us through a process of time. Let's read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 106 and verse 35. But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
We end up learning the works of the heathen, the other nations. That's what happens when you all come together.
Right.
That's the whole purpose. When you read 1 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 49, it says, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
Right.
It's so you don't remember who you are. Continue to read.
And they served their idols.
And they served their what?
their idols.
That's why you serve Christmas.
Right.
That's why you're set up shrines to Mary, you know?
That's right. That's right. Hey, IT, can you play it now? Come on, man. You guys were rolling with me, man. The spirit was there. The spirit was there. All right, let's play.
Sprawling at the foot of the snow-capped Sierra Mountains, Granada is a thriving city of about 300,000 people.
Yeah, that's what it looked like now after they
Visitors
killed us.
focus on its old center, where life has a gentility that belies an illustrious past. Once the grandest city in Spain, its power ebbed and glory faded.
The glory is the black man. He faded. Go ahead.
It was appreciated mostly by Romantic Age artists and poets. Today, it has a deep South feel, a relaxed vibe that seems typical of once powerful places now past their prime. In the cool of the early evening, the community comes out and celebrates life on stately yet inviting plazas.
The story of Granada is all about the Islamic Moors. In the year 711, these North African Muslims crossed the Straits of Gibraltar and quickly conquered the entire Iberian Peninsula, eventually converting most of its inhabitants. Throughout the Middle Ages, for over 700 years, Spain was a predominantly Muslim society living under Muslim rule.
And that age shapes today's sightseeing agenda. Granada's dominant site is the Alhambra, the last and greatest Moorish palace. Nowhere else does the splendor of that civilization, Al-Andalus, shine so brightly.
All right, T, give me the next video and jump to 2 minutes. So it's the same guy, but it's a different video, and he's gonna show us something inside of the mosque. When they destroyed us, when they kicked us out and they made us flee into Africa, they ended up putting white images inside of the mosques, and they put their religion in there, but they put this saint in there, and I wanted to show you guys who the saint is. Watch this. The devil. Yeah, he ain't no saint. All praises. IT in the spirit. 2 minutes. There you
Last prayers in the great mosque. That afternoon, the Christians set up their portable road altar and celebrated the first mass in what would later become this glorious cathedral.
So now they have a cathedral.
As if planting a cross into its religious heart, this grand cathedral was built in the middle of the mosque. Taking 2 centuries to complete, the cathedral is a glorious mix of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles. A statue actually called
right
St.
there.
James.
Stop. Look, they got a Moor, his nose cut off. They got a horse, a foot on top of a Moor's head, and they got this guy named Saint James. St. James, the Moor Slayer. They got him in the middle of the church. And guess what? All them Edomites are out there putting their little candles, putting a little cross around their head, looking like they just scored a goal. That's what they doing. But you over there trying to be a Muslim. You over there trying to be a Christian. Both of those religions are pagan. Right. All right, watch this. Now let's go, IT. I need the definition of the. Let me go up. I want the part where it talks about James the Moor Slayer. I'm gonna just send it down because.
Let me get script.
Go ahead, bring it out.
Let me get Micah 2. Micah 2. Watch this, because earlier we read in Genesis, right? We read Genesis. We explained who the red man was. Guess what? They are, for lack of better words, they are our evil twin brother. Right. That's who they are. Right. And the Bible prophesies all the things. It brings out their actions, their ways. And look what it said that they was going to do to us. Watch this. Chapter 2 and let's start at verse 1.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Come on.
Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed.
It said they work evil upon their bed, meaning this is their mindset from the time they wake up. They practice evil. Read.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
Come on.
Because it is in the power of their hand.
Now, how did they get that power in their hand? That's because the Israelites sinned. You just brought out, we was trying to be Muslim.
That's right.
God said we ain't supposed to move like that. We are the Israelites. God gave us commandments. Read on.
And they covered fields.
They did what?
They covered fields.
So they went after Grenada because guess what? Right. We was there ruling at the time. Read.
And take them by force.
They do what?
And take them by violence.
They take it by violence. How do they take it by violence? War. And the minute that you Israelites start to sin, that's how they get that power in their hand, because the Lord God ain't with us no more. So all the violence that they're able to do, it's going to work. Read.
And houses. And they take them away.
Read.
So they oppressed a man and his house.
That's what I just seen.
That's right.
Let me tell you about the so-called white man. He won't put his foot on your neck. He'll let the horse foot be on your neck. And they call him the Moor Slayer. Let me tell you, man. This class is going to take another angle. I'm going to wait. I know.
No. And you know what's crazy? There in Mexico, this is how we know we were oppressed together. There's a city called, what's his name again? Matamoros. Matamoros, it means Moor Slayer.
Come on,
There's a city in Mexico called Matamoros. What's it saying? Moor Slayer. They used to bring the same tactics to Mexico. Right. The same thing they did over there, they did over here. But I want to get back to the point. IT, right before, go up to the image right. No, left, right above the image of the map. Okay, now click on that one real quick. Click on that one. And then I want the picture right beside it. Next. And we're going to skip those 3 videos, and then we're going to go to the map. All right, now watch this. Now zoom in real quick. Zoom in. Okay, that is Ferdinand right there. No, the statue of the 3. That's Ferdinand and Isabella talking to Columbus. It's written right there in the blue.
Oh, my God.
It says, in 1492, Christopher Columbus met Ferdinand and Isabella at the Alcazar as he was preparing for his first voyage. He got financed by them. They just killed the Moors. They just unified by marriage, and they destroyed Aragon and Castile. And then guess what? Now there's statues over there in where the mosque was. There's the Matamoros inside, and then when you go outside to the beautiful flowers and area garden, there's a statue of Columbus with Ferdinand and Isabella.
The hell is this?
Hey, officer, you said that they were converts, right?
Yeah. Oh no, we got to get to that part.
Sorry.
When we get to that part, no. When we get to that part, you bring it out. Whatever you want to bring out.
All right,
let's get to the next. And let's get. Hey, we're almost there. We're almost there. Go ahead, IT. Go to the next part. All right, there we go. We just want to read the first part, the first phrase. Yep. Go ahead.
A statue actually called Saint James, the Moor Slayer, stand next to the altar.
To the altar. So right beside the altar, there's a Moor Slayer. Go ahead.
Sword raised as usual.
Sword raised as usual.
James is busy conquering Muslims.
Conquering Negroes. That's what he wants to say, but he don't want to say it like that. That's what our people don't understand. IT, go down to the bottom. Keep going down. Keep going down. There's a picture of a white angel stepping on a black head. Go down. I'm looking at it. No. On all the pictures I sent you. I see it right here in front of me. Go down. Right there. Nope, go up. Right there. 74. Come on. There we go. And then I want the one 85.
Come on, man.
I want 74. And that's the same thing. They got that on the. Man. I think that's on the emblem of the white woman that Elizabeth or whatever, that old lady, damn Edomite that has all our diamonds and all our riches on her damn clothes.
Shout out to Officer Rayuel, as he would call her, an old bag of milk.
Bag of milk. Yeah. And ain't no such thing as no white angels.
Right. Look at this. He's pink. He's pink in this image.
He light skinned like Columbus in pink and red.
Come on, man.
And then he got his foot on the Moor.
Wasted away.
All right, now show the other picture, IT, because I know I don't have it in order, but show me 85. Yep, 85. All right, I want to show y'all. Now let's read this bottom. Let's read this bottom in the red. Look at the red. Look at this, man. Come on. Just read the bottom, the bottom like 3 sentences or 4 sentences. The Middle Ages. Start at the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages.
In the Middle Ages, the weighing of the soul on a set of scales held by a saint.
So look. A saint is the white guy. The white guy is the saint with the wings and everything, with a white little person in the damn weight, in the balance, right? No, your ass going into slavery.
Right.
All right, watch this.
Such as Saint Michael.
Saint Michael. That's supposed to be Saint Michael. Go ahead.
Appears as a motif in many churches and illuminated manuscripts.
All the saints are Israelites. Psalms 148 and verse 14. Psalms 50 and verse 5. Esau, you can't lie to us. We can read. So, but look who the devil is. Zoom in on the devil. I know he looked like an animal, but look at his hair. Wow.
Oh, they put a fro on my...
They put a fro on the black devil.
Wow.
The devil.
They made, give me that Isaiah 5 and 20, please. Isaiah 5 and 20. Isaiah 5 and 20. And just hold this picture real quick. Isaiah 5 and 20. Isaiah 5 and 20. Because I'm tired of these damn demons.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
Go ahead.
And good evil.
God said destruction to the nation that calls the Israelites evil for teaching the Bible. You call us a cult when we trying to teach our people how to get out of drug addiction, stop being hoes and get married. You know what I'm saying? We're teaching them how to get out of the condition you put them in. You created the Negro in America. Watch this.
That put darkness for light.
And you put darkness for light. There's a damn cake called the Devil Squares, and they're chocolate. And then you got the angel cakes, and they white. Just like this damn picture right here. Everything black is evil. The Dark Ages is nothing. But Renaissance is beautiful. What the hell is this?
The hell is
Watch this.
And light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet.
They put bitter for sweet. They tell you can eat pork. It's okay. It's a delicacy. Shrimp, crab, and lobster. But then they tell you can't eat meat on Fridays. If you go to the Catholic Church, you can't eat steak. You can't get married. But God says marriage is honorable and all. They some hypocrites. They the doctrines of devils, like it says in Timothy chapter 4. Go ahead.
And sweet for bitter.
And sweet for bitter. IIT, we're going to get to the nugget now. Give me the video, right under the video, Columbus. Go down. All right, go down. Oh, I can't see the video of Columbus, right? Yeah, right there. No, right up there, right there. Boop, right there, that one. Give me that video. Because we're going to have to cut it short a little bit. But it's fine, it's fine. We might have a part 2 one day. You know what I'm saying? Deacon might say, you might get a part 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm Buddha Gay, so it's coming back. Hey, shout out for the nickname. But hey, no, that's an insider. You got to travel. You got an international prophet. And if you go to the quest and you only take 2 hours to stay in the land, hey, I heard from high ranks that doesn't count as international. I'm just saying. So it cut me. It cut me. When I thought about all the stamps that I got during the quest, yes, it doesn't count. What? It doesn't count? That might be an insider too. But anyways, let's go. All right. All Judah going to try to write us on here. Go ahead, IT. Let's play it. Now let's get back to Columbus. They put a movie. They so prideful. They put a movie, 1492 Conquest to Paradise. Let's see what it says.
Why did you wish to sail west?
Why you want to go to the west side, bro?
To open a new route to Asia.
Lies.
Asia is the richest kingdom, the land of spices and gold.
That's why his nose looked like that. Looked like somebody poked it.
At the moment, there are only 2 ways of reaching it. By sea, sailing around the African continent. The journey takes a year.
He said it takes a year. He quoted Second Ezra.
Scripture.
Come on, man.
Because how did he know that?
Yeah, he
makes
knew
no sense.
because he used to read the Bible.
Right.
Watch this. Go ahead.
The journey takes a year, or by land. But the Turks have closed this route to all Christians. There is a 3rd way. By sailing west across the ocean sea. The distance is unknown. It's said to be infinite. Superstition.
Superstition. You liar. You white devil.
The Indies are no more than 750 leagues west of the Canary Islands.
Of the what?
Of the Canary Islands.
What did he just say?
Wow. Come on, man. You caught it. I didn't have to tell you nothing. What did he say?
You have to listen to the lips of liars.
Come on,
The
man.
more they speak,
But how many times you watched the movie?
Truth.
How many times you watched the movie, The Truth?
I've watched clips of this all the time.
But then he said the Canary
I've never
Islands.
heard that.
Come on, man.
praises.
Come on, man. Bring it out.
Come on, man. Damn
And
demon.
50 leagues west of the Canary Islands.
Just west of the Canary Islands.
You know.
The calculations of Toscanelli, Marin de Tir, Esdras. Esdras is a Jew.
Esdras was a Jew. IT, put the thing down. Take the thing down so they can see what it
Come
says.
on,
Esdras is a Jew. A disclaimer. Just you can keep it. You don't have to play it. You don't have to play it so it won't cast any problems. See? 2nd Esdras 13:40-45. Come on, man. All right, exit out of that. Give me the next picture right under it. We're going to keep it going because this is the nugget. This is what we want to show the people that are lost, the people that try to say that the Native Americans are not the Israelites, that the Mexicans are not the Israelites, Dominicans because we got Moabite features and all that. Guess what? Moab and Ammon was right beside Issachar
That's right.
and Manasseh. Look at your maps. How the hell do you not know that? If a black man has sex with a Chinese woman, he's gonna have Chinese features. His baby's gonna have Chinese features. And then if his ancestors have sex with a white woman, now his baby got Chinese features and white features.
Right.
So guess what? We were being whores. We were having sex with all the nations. So don't give me that, the brother doesn't look, he doesn't look like he got a fro. He doesn't have dark skin. That's why he's not an Israelite. Well, Bob Marley's black as hell and he an Edomite.
God.
Come on, man. Watch this. Now, this is the book. This is Columbus. This is what niggas to the Nuggets. Come on, man. Watch this. Because I was reading the book and I had to drop the book. It was that good. Watch this. Take us off. Take us off.
Yeah.
Here we go. On the moon, right? Watch this.
On the moon today, there is an American flag.
Oh, on the moon today. That sounds like Obadiah. Oh, my God. 1 and 4. This is the eagle shall ascend to the stars, right? Go ahead.
And a plaque signed by Richard Nixon.
Uh-huh.
Such acts are potent symbols. They proclaim the power of a nation.
A power of a nation. So this, like you said in Genesis 25, 2 nations in thy womb. So this nation likes to put flags out when he conquers people, right? Or when he goes to a new land. Now, what did it say at the bottom? Watch this.
What did Columbus make of these people? Whom he promptly named Indios.
So he called them Indios. Let's see what the book says. These natives of the what?
These natives of the Indies.
So when we read books, they usually throw this lie right here, that we were natives of the Indies. That's why they called us Indios. Let's get the next part. Keep going down. We're going to stay in order. Come on. Next one. Next one. Come on, IT. You're supposed to get me. Get me right. Yeah. No. Go straight to the next one. Oh my God, you don't even got it in order? It has like a little tree looking thing beside it. Come on, man. Now I'm gonna send it to you in order.
Was it page 44, 107?
I'm gonna send it to you in order. I gotta send it to you in order.
Let me get a scripture while you doing that also.
Man.
Hey, give me Isaiah
Come on, IT.
51:23. This is to go right back to how we even get in this position.
Oh, he said he
We're
got
going right back. Are we there? All praise.
He found it. He found it. All right, get it right there. Columbus. Go up, right there.
Columbus left Santa Fe on the 12th of May.
Okay, then he said set sail from Palos, right? Palos is an area in Spain and Portugal area, right? Watch this. Now, go down. I want to just get to the part. King Aragon, the Reconquista. All right, the last note. When we considered, right there.
When we considered the contributions to discovery that Jewish mathematicians.
Go ahead, sorry.
Cartographers and geographers made and learned centers such as
Toledo.
Go
ahead. So there was a study. They were studying these places, right? Go ahead.
Blow it up a little bit more. And the assistance lent by converted Jews. Such as Santiago to Christopher Columbus.
So Christopher Columbus was a converted Jew. He was Jewish. He believed in the Apocrypha. He believed in the Bible. He understood that we were on this side of the world. Now keep going. Give me the next. Stay in order, IT. Give me the next one. Come on. We don't got a lot of time, and I want to get. Okay, Canary Islands. Boom. Now, I just want to show the map. This is the reason I got this picture. So you see right there, go to the right, Spain. Go. Come on, zoom in. Spain. There you go. Palos. That's where he left. 8-3, right? 1490, whatever, right? Then he traveled down. Canary Islands. Boom. He got there. Then when he got to the Canary Islands, he went left. He went to the west, and then that's how he went to the side. That was his first voyage. Wow. You can see how he did it. Next article.
So real quick, officer. So earlier in the movie, right, when he was mentioning going around Africa that takes that time, he didn't want to do that because it took too long. That's why he mentioned Esdras.
He wasn't even on that right side. How in the world is he going to go around the right side when he's already on the left side?
No, which is true. But the point for him doing that is to show that he knew how accurate and how true that there was people over there.
True.
That was the reason why he mentioned. He's like, oh, I know that because it says it in Esdras. That's when he said, but if I go to the Canary Islands, hey, it's a White man the devil. They are the devil the Bible speak of. Go ahead,
All right,
officer. Go
let's
ahead.
get the point. I just the blue part, and then the part of where he named it.
He erected a cross.
So he erected. That was his American flag, the cross. Go ahead.
As a token of Jesus Christ.
As a token means sign, as a sign of Jesus Christ. So the cross represents Jesus Christ. And the Christ that they're talking about is the white Jesus, Caesar Borgia. It does not represent the Christ of Nazareth, the black Messiah. Go ahead.
And he concluded his ceremony of taking possession by naming the island San Salvador.
So then he named the island. That's Psalms 49 and 11. They like to name our lands. That's why Colombia is named after Columbus.
Right.
All right, next, please. Next. Come on, IT, you got it. I know you got it. Nope. All right, so that's the imagery. That's the imagery. All right, go to the next one. There we go. Now, this is Hindustan. This is what it used to look like. It was never called India. It was called Hindustan. When you look up the old maps and you look at what Alexander the Great conquered, he conquered a place called Hindustan. All right, now watch this. Go to next. All right, go. Nope, that's not what I want. Go ahead. It's going to be all these, yeah, we can read that. Let's go, right there. Go up, right there.
All his life.
Now, this is the Promised Lands book.
All his life, Columbus' ideas about geography, were
come on.
premeditated, blew it up a little bit, with a peculiar religious mysticism.
Mm-hmm.
He kept a book of prophecy.
That's the Bible. He didn't have the damn Quran. He didn't care about no damn Quran. The Quran don't have no prophecy. Read.
In which he collected quotations, mostly from the Bible.
Mostly from where?
From the Bible.
So he didn't want no damn Quran. Go ahead.
Often those dealing with islands.
Islands. So that's how he knew there was Canary Islands. That's how he knew there was islands. Go ahead.
Far off.
Go ahead. Yeah, scroll down, IT. Next highlight. There we go. A striking element
in Columbus' geographical religiously.
Go ahead.
In his intense and abiding interest in the fourth or second book of Esdras.
So he liked second Esdras. He liked that book. Go ahead.
The two apocryphal books of Esdras.
Now give me the next point. Watch this. So when he came to the side, he knew where he was going. He says in it's Jewish Encyclopedia, Arzareth. But watch what the next thing says. Come on, IT. No, not that. No, give me the next thing. The next picture. Next book. Right there. That's it.
We do not know much concerning Columbus' crew.
So they don't care about the 90 that was in there. We don't know nothing about the 90, right? Go ahead.
About the 90 men that brought the 3 ships.
Go ahead.
But at least one of them was an Israelite.
Hold on. At least one of them was an Israelite. He was a Moor. Go ahead.
Whose presence as such was not merely accidental.
It wasn't accidental because he knew where he was going. Why would you have a translator if you don't know where you're going? It's like me going to China to visit right now. I don't speak no Chinese.
Right.
So if I go down there and I pay somebody to translate everything I want a cheeseburger, I want this, I want that, I'm going to get a cheeseburger. I'm going to get a cheeseburger. But anyways, hey, shout out to Lucia. But anyways, when you travel and you don't know what they're talking about, you have a translator. It said it wasn't accidental. Look at the dude's name.
This was Louise.
There's a lot of Louises in Israel. Go ahead. Torres. All right. Had been brought along by Columbus. All right. Now watch this. Go to the next one.
You can't make this stuff up.
Hey, you can't make it up, man. There was a lot of Louises.
Message.
Hey, all praises. Now watch this.
Columbus, who gave to the peaceable multitude of the islands the name Indios.
So when he landed over here in Hispaniola, he said Indios. Watch what it says.
Because he considered their habitat to be the Indies.
He said, it's because I thought I came to the Indies, right? Go ahead.
Of course,
that's the lie. Wink, wink. Right. Go ahead.
But perhaps also because he thought of them as living in God.
They lived in God. He called them peaceable multitude. That's found in Esdras. Right. The 10 tribes of Israel. Let's get that real quick. Second Esdras. Because why would he say in God and then he's reading second Esdras?
That's right.
Let's read it. Second Esdras.
You're in the spirit, officer.
13 verse 40. So start at 39, please. 39 and verse 40.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 39.
Uh-huh.
And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude.
A peaceable multitude. Same thing we just read in the book. Go ahead.
Unto him.
And who are these peaceable multitude?
Those are the 10 tribes.
What? Columbus knew that the 10 tribes were the peaceable multitude. He was calling them indios because he was calling them the people of God.
That's right.
It's Latin, indios. Los niños de la Indio, which means the children of God. And if you don't know Spanish, this is going to help you out. This is a Spanish 101. And we got the documents to bring it out. Watch this. Let's go next. Next article or next picture. It's like screenshots. Yeah, there we go. Number 53. There we go. No, let's start from the back. Let's start from 60. 60, and then we're gonna go backwards. I want 60, then 59, 58, backwards. All right, go ahead. Do we know the true origins of the meaning of the word Indian? Go ahead.
As it pertains to American Indians, many people have argued that American Indians is not the correct term for our people, who are the original inhabitants of the Americas.
Go ahead.
Many assume that the word Indian comes from Christopher Columbus being lost at sea. And him believing.
How was he lost if he read the books of the Apocrypha and he knew there was the 10 tribes were over here, the peaceable multitude? He wasn't lost. This is a lie again, but go ahead.
And him believing he was in India.
Believing. We just found out you a liar. Go ahead.
So he decided to call our people Indians based on that.
That's what they think. Go ahead.
What about you? What do you think of the word Indian?
Most people read and look up and it finds out that Indian means slave or servant. That's what we teach. That's what we teach when we go out into the streets. But now that we got a little bit more history, we found it in the books. It's backed up by sources. Let's see what the sources say.
But the true history of the origin of the word India has nothing to do with India or its people.
Go ahead.
But originated with the indigenous peoples of the Western Hemisphere.
So it didn't have to do with that landmass over there called India, right? Go ahead.
Was India known by its original peoples as the Indies or India prior to 1492?
So prior to 1492, was India even considered India? Watch this. Go to next. Go up.
No.
No. Go ahead.
India was not the true name as used by the people of that anomalous name in the 1400s.
Go ahead. Etymology.
And the etymology of the term India from Latin India, region of the Indus River.
So that's how they got the word. That's how they got the word from, the Indus River. Read.
Later used in that region and beyond. From Indus River, from Ophir.
Go ahead. Hindu.
The name for the from.
I know it's a little weird. Go.
Latin India. From Greek India. Region, province of Sind.
Sind or Sindhu River. Go ahead. The more common.
The more common form was Undi or Indi.
Now I want to get to the point. Began to prevail 16th centuries, right? So 1501 to 1600 under Spanish and Portuguese influence. Christopher Columbus came over here in 1492. So he couldn't have been calling us Indian because of that. Read. Beyond reality.
Beyond the reality that the indigenous peoples of India did not refer to their domains as such. Even at the time of the infamous Columbus.
The infamous Columbus, who was a damn conquistador, a rapist. Right? Go ahead.
The name India was not in use until the 16th century.
So it wasn't even used to the 16th century. Watch this.
In the Latin language of ecclesiastes and royalty of the time, the people or children of God.
As what?
As Spaniards often referred to the indigenous.
So what did they call us? Those Edomites called us the children of God. Watch this.
Translates freely as Los Niños.
I got this. Los Niños de la Indio. And consequently, Los Niños de la Indios, more literally children of God. And they owe freely of God. Because it says no country, land, sea, or people in the world was named India prior to 1492. Now watch this. Now you can read.
The subcontinent of the nation and country known today as India did not become officially so named until the later arriving
of the prominent
British presence in 1700s.
So the Britain gave it the name. Go ahead. Now jump to 1492, known by its various proper.
1492, known by their various proper destinations as Hindustan.
Hindustan. We just saw it on the map.
Turkestan.
That land was also called that. These are all different parts of that land, but it was never called India. Watch this. Go to the next picture. The next. There we go. Hence
the question: if the slang referring Indians and its
Indies
and its consequent Indio did not surface in popular use among Spanish and Portuguese lingua until the 16th century, how could Columbus possibly spew forth from his mouth in
1492? How could he say that if it wasn't even popular until after the 1500s? Watch this. Either Columbus
had knowledge of the future, or he didn't set sail for the Indies.
So either he knew that land was going to be called India in the future, or he wasn't trying to go to the Indies. He was trying to go to Arzareth with the peaceable multitude, with the children of God. Go ahead.
Until at least the 1500s, when the term India and Indies was in use.
Go ahead.
This proceeding from narratives of
Bartolome de las Casas. This is where all the history comes from Columbus. Bartolome de las Casas. So he even mentioned this. Go ahead.
Together with additional reports concerning his pleas to the King and Queen of Spain.
Isabella and Ferdinand, read.
In behalf of the few surviving indigenous of the Caribbean.
Go ahead.
Is likely as close as one is to come to comprehend the origin of the term. Indio and India as applied to American Indians.
Now watch this. We're almost done. This is when it gets good.
Within one of many trips back to Spain from the Americas to plead with King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella.
All right, we can go down. Let's keep going. No, keep going. It might be the next one. No, right there. No, go back. The bottom. Go down. When they have no more to give, right there. It said, so basically, when we have no more to give, we cry because we always want to help. There was no liars. There was no thieves. It said, he continues, they are truly as the children of God, los niños de la Indio. Why? Because we were keeping God's commandments. It said there was no thieves, no liars. We knew how to live. We were honest. There was no guile. We were guileless. All right, now watch this, the last page. So now this is the conclusion of the whole matter on this article. Come on.
Indio of God and los niños, the children of, in the Latin tongue of the day, the expression children of God is freely translated as in the feminine form. And
las niñas de la Indio, and the masculine form, los niños de la Indio, children of God, a term later corrupted by the aberrant Spaniard tongue as los niños de la Indio, then ultimately reached contemporary ears as Indio, then Indianer, then Indian. So eventually got corrupted. So watch this. Why is this understanding of the aberrant word Indian, hence American Indian, less plausible than the tale concocted by dogmatic imperial standard barriers to hide the truth? They were trying to hide the truth. The inhabitants were called los niños de la Indio, children of God, by Columbus. And now look, sources, just in case you need some sources, I left you the sources. You got all these different sources. The one I liked the most was the speech for American to live, Europe must die by Russell Means. He was an activist. He was a Native American activist from the Sioux tribe, and he died. Lord's will, the Lord has mercy on him and brings him back so he can come back to these commandments, right? But he was an activist, and he brought it out in a speech. He told the whole government and everybody that they were calling his people the Indians because they were the children of God, and that they did all those atrocities and took their lands. And guess what? They never played on the TV. You don't know nothing about it. but you can go read his journal or his speech, his memoirs, right? So again, IT, let's keep going, man. We almost done. We almost done. But again, understand when we're telling Northern Kingdom that they're Indians, let them know that what does Indio mean? In Dios. In Dios. It means in God. Right. So los niños de la Indio means the children of God. Right. He knew where, we always give Columbus credit that he knew where he was going, but he didn't know how to call us. He knew how to call us. He knew that we were the children of God, the peaceable multitude. Right.
So officer, so earlier when you said you're going to help out Judah, that's what you're talking about right there. I just put it together. I got no. It's not shame because we do. We say that all the time.
But they say we're not children of God because we don't look like the black Solomon or the black Messiah or Paul who looked black.
Right.
But Columbus, when he got here, he saw all different complexions.
Right.
Matter of fact, say something while I get a picture.
I got you. Give me Hosea 1.
I got a nice picture for you.
I got you. Give me Hosea 1 and 10. Watch this, because we understand that we were conquered. Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, we were conquered. But there's a prophecy that was going to happen. And we know prophecies don't only just land one time in history. No, God prophesied it's going to happen, and it shall come to pass. Watch this, Hosea 1 and 10.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Come on.
The number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
Because we were scattered and we multiply. Read on.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Read.
And it shall come to pass. Then in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
So where is that normally said? That's being said here on this side of the earth in Babylon the Great. Read.
There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
In the same place where the prophets are going to rise back up, go through the history, we're going to find out that they've been calling us the children of God, and they will say it again. Thus saith the Lord. Because you can't refute what's coming out. You can't go against it. Look at all this evidence on the screen. You can't go against it, and we use the Bible to back it up. Let me get another one, officer. Give me Sirach 12. Watch this.
Let's go.
Because earlier you mentioned that he made sure he had, the article said he had an Israelite with him. He had an Israelite with him. We also mentioned that Isabella and Fernando were what? Converts. We also made a grave mistake. Give me Sirach 12 and 10 and then jump down. Let me get there too. Hold on. Go ahead, you can read it, 12 and 10.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10.
Read.
Never trust thine enemy. For as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
So what happened in the process of time? During the Greek captivity, they wound up taking over, ruling, and they became converts. We had to teach them how to be Jews. And through that process, look what the Bible says. Read that again.
Never trust thine enemy. For as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Now jump down to verse 12.
Verse 12. Set him not by thee.
Do what?
Set him not by thee.
God said, don't set your enemy by you, read.
Lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
He said when he overthrows you, he's going to stand in your place. That's why right now, today, they're walking around calling themselves the Jewish. We are the biblical Jews, but we let our enemies get too damn close. Read it again, verse 13. Verse 12.
Set him not by thee.
Come on.
Lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Read.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
Come on.
Lest he seek to take thy seat.
Lest he does what?
Seek to take thy seat.
That's why they were able to conquer us. They first, because you got to think about it, man. Them being called the Jewish, them being the converts, they're in the position that we supposed to be in. They just ruling the world in wickedness. We're supposed to be ruling the world right now.
Hey, IT, give me the picture of the guy with the cross, and in the background is a Mayan and the Aztec pyramid. Come on, go down. No, I do want those. Go up. But first, we're gonna get the things that I want first. Go up, right there to the left. 76. Yep. 76.
Oh my God!
Come on, man.
Look at this imagery.
Look at this imagery.
Come on,
man. Come on, put it. Man. Hey, Catholic man, right now. That the Pope, the guy he goes to see every Sunday, the Papa, the father that they call Papa, which is a sin. You're not supposed to call nobody dad or father.
That's right.
Right? He conquered your people. He gave you that damn cross.
They're the same people who initiated and set this up for this to happen.
Get the next picture, IT. Yep. Just follow it in line. There we go. So when Columbus and Cortez came over here, they saw us with our garments. They saw us with our lakes and our crops and our animals in order. We didn't come. They didn't come and see no damn barbarians. Right. They didn't see no savages. They saw men that had cities that were bigger than New York.
What do you call us? The children of God.
The children of God. They saw the children of God. Watch this. Now keep going.
That's a bad
IT, no. Keep going through the next picture. Next thing, right? Stay in line before we go down to the bottom. Give me the next one. Watch this. I want to read it real quick. It says the need of a sense of parenthood and fathers and mothers and the need of protective physical space where the old gods might be admitted in disguise behind the altars of new gods. So instead of having Osiris, Isis and Osiris, they have Mother Mary.
Damn.
So and baby Jesus.
Right.
So they did that. They understood how to conquer us. Go to the next page. The next thing. Now watch this. I don't know if a lot of y'all know who this is. Albert Dürer. Watch this. In the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, go to the next picture. Look what it talks about him. It says right here. It says Albert Durer's famous representation of prayer. This is, put it down. Put the picture. Put the picture. Let me see the picture. That's how a white man taught you to pray.
Right.
The Bible says you're supposed to open your hands and face the east.
Right.
So even the way you pray is your oppressor. You got to come out of these religions. You got to come out of Catholicism and Christianity. Now watch this. Go down to the bottom. Now give me the bottom. Go all the way down to the bottom. Get those two pictures that we posted. At the very bottom. Come on, IT. I don't see you move. Go all the way down to the bottom. There we go. There we go. It says the Mayans maintain a busy network of trade. We knew how to trade. All right. Below, right, is the canoes of the Mayas. Now, give me the next picture. Give me the next picture. Look at this. Now, zoom in to see what type of complexions the children of God were in that canoe. You got a light-skinned brother, you got a dark-skinned brother, and then you got a brown-skinned brother. So we were all complexions. Can we get that in Hosea 7 and 8, please?
Who's that?
And then that one was real dark at the top. Just chilling. Just chilling.
Hey, you know what's heavy? That's you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and the children of God. We ain't going to no more native Indians. We can't say that anymore.
That's right. That's right. All praises to the Lord. Let's read it. Hosea 7 and 8.
The book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8. Ephraim. He has mixed himself among the people.
So Northern Kingdom mixed himself with the other nations. We had sex with the Moabites, with the Ammonites. we had sex with Esau. We had sex with Ishmael, the Arabs. That's why we look different.
Right.
So don't get upset that a brother knows the Bible, but he don't have woolly hair. Right. He don't have the big nose. He got the green eyes and the blonde hair like what's her name? Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. Yep.
You still got to give her a flyer. Just because she looks white don't mean she's white. It means she's still Israel because she's the seed of her father.
That's right.
And you go back to her father. I think her father was Manasseh,
yep,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
So according to the scriptures, you got to judge a righteous judgment.
Right.
So how you going to judge a man by just looking at his complexion? We don't teach complexion.
Right.
That's another thing that these heathens don't know. We don't go out and say, hey, you can't get the kingdom because you dark-skinned or you light-skinned. We don't do that. IUIC, we don't do that. If you're a spirit bears witness with the Bible that you are the children of God, that you're an Israelite, then guess what? You're an Israelite. It is what it is.
We let the angels decipher
that.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible says. IT, keep going, man. We got 12 minutes trying to get at least as much as I can. If not, like I said, hey, I might have to ask. All praises to the Lord. Watch this.
What you need?
Let's start at that video. Right there, that video right beside the Egypt book. Yep. There we go. We got to keep it in order. Now you can just go in order because it looks like you're in order. Look at this. It's at 1 minute and 9 and then 1 minute and 27. I just want what happens at 109 and then 127. This is 109. Brother breathing hard. Oh, pause. Give me that Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 1. Come on, man. We got to read it in the Bible. We got to read this in the Bible. Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 1 through 3. And I want that picture right there.
14, 1 through 3.
Yep, let's get it.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Again, One preparing himself to sail.
So one preparing himself to sail from Spain, from Palos, to land to the Canary Islands, and then go across the sea to this side of the world. Read.
And about to pass through the raging waves, calleth upon a piece of wood, more rotten than the vessels that carried him.
That's the damn cross on the back. The piece of wood was the cross. Read.
By the providence of Father, Father, governed it.
But God governed it because he wrote it in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. God was going to send your enemy to conquer you, to destroy you for want of all things, for food, for water, for clothing, for your religion, Catholicism, Christianity. Read.
Thou hast made a way in the sea and a safe path in the waves.
That's why Columbus, when you read his books, his diaries, he said when he was in the ocean, he said it started getting calm and he didn't understand why it was so calm.
Come on,
he was
man.
expecting wind, but he said it was calm. Read.
Showing that thou canst save from all danger. Yea, though a man went to sea without art, nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle. And therefore...
No. So go to verse 3 where it says the of gain. I think it's verse 3 or 2. Come on, just read
verse 2.
2.
For verily desire of gain...
Desired of what? They always say Columbus desired spices and gold. He wanted gain.
Right.
He wanted gain. So when you read Wisdom of Solomon 14, 1-2, we also show